Yo, 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 what's up? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game, and I want to introduce you to the Massive Game Collection. This is 24 products that I've done over the past 2 decades, right? That you're going to get for one low price. Check this out. Now, in the Massive Game Collection, you're going to get my audio and video programs, seminars, and ebooks. These audio and video programs include How to Have Sex with 2 Women a Day audiobook, The Bad Boys Guide to Dating program, Master Approaching Women in 30 Days or Less, The Magnificent 10 Crucial Dating Tips for Men, Man Up, Principles Every Man Should Live By, The Abundance Mindset, How to Date Multiple Women Successfully, The Confidence Booster, Become the Man Women Naturally Desire, The Conversation Booster, Know Exactly What to Say to Spark Attraction, The Secret Woman Code, 7 Things Women Do to Deceive and Play Games, The Simple Way to Talk to Women, What Every Man Should Know About Sex, Dating, and Relationships, and Stop Being Nice and Friendly, How to Escape the Friend Zone for Good. Now, the seminars you're gonna get are Expectations versus Reality Seminar, The Bad Boy Seminar, The Truth About the Game Seminar, How to Pick Up and Date Multiple Women Seminar, The Manhood and the Game Seminar, Reclaim the Game Seminar, and Step Up Your Dating Game Audio Seminar. And the ebooks that you're gonna get are Looks Don't Matter ebook, How to Have Sex with 2 Women a Day ebook, The Bad Boy ebook, and 60-Second Game ebook. This collection covers everything you need to know about attracting and maintaining beautiful women in your life. This is what you're gonna learn: how to approach women with confidence, overcoming your fear of rejection, mastering conversations and how to flirt, improving your appearance and presence, dating multiple women without drama, staying out the friend zone, understanding female psychology, and much, much more. I've noticed that many men today are either afraid to approach women or have given up entirely, thinking it doesn't work anymore, right? I see a lot of videos on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube of women saying they don't want to be approached, and then they're saying they want to be approached, and guys are confused and guys are frustrated at approaching women. And so what I've done is that I've created a brand new program, right, that is only available on the Massive Game Collection called Approaching Reborn, to motivate you guys to really go out there and approach. So this program, Approaching Reborn, is going to give you 5 easy, proven ways to start approaching women again without fear of constant rejection, right? So inside this program, you're going to learn the mindset shift that makes approaching natural and stress-free, also an approach style that drastically reduces instant rejection, and then 3 powerful ways to approach women in different situations for maximum results, and more insider tips when you check out this program. So not only are you going to get all these other programs, you're going to get this brand new program called Approaching Reborn that's going to teach you how to really go out there, approach, and get the results that you want. How much will you need to invest to get the Massive Game Collection? Now, keep in mind, you're getting 24 products. So if you were to purchase each of these products individually, it would come up to $2,185 if you got all of these combined. But you're not gonna have to invest that much today, because from now up until August 31st, 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you can get the Massive Game Collection for the low price of only $997. That's it. Only $997. So that means you're saving more than $1,000, right? Guys, let's be honest. You've probably spent more this year simping, tricking, going on dates with women who don't like you and waste your time. So now's the time to stop making the same mistakes you've been making and invest in yourself so you can get what you want out of the dating game. Now remember, you have from now up until August 31st, 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to get on the discount price of $997, all right? Because on September 1st, the price is gonna go way up. So make sure you click the link below or go straight to shoplocario.com right now to get the Massive Game Collection today. Yo, we here. What's popping? It is Friday. We are here. The game about to be crazy out here in this bitch. You feel what I'm saying?
Man, I am tired of giving out crazy game.
I agree. We should just stop. You know what I'm saying?
We should just
like we're gonna take a break for a whole year and just let you.
No more dope ass game for y'all niggas.
Exactly. But shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to everybody in the building. Appreciate everybody tuning in today. And remember, guys, it is the final 3 days for the discount price of the Massive Game collection. So make sure you guys go to shoplocario.com. Get that shit cracking. Last 2 days. And shout out to everybody who's gotten it or got it. I don't even think gotten it is a word, but for everyone who has got the Massive Game collection, shout out to all of y'all. And for those who don't have it, you guys have 3 days left, and just picture yourself getting this program, downloading all these things, and having all the game on your hard drive to go back whenever you want to talk, listen to it, apply it, and make it happen so you can get it at the discount price right now. You understand? So do not wait until September 1st, because September 1st, the price is going up. So make sure you guys go and get that cracking. You feel what I'm saying? What's going on, Miles? Pop with you, man?
Hey, listen, man, it's been a great week. Shout out to everybody that was on the Monday night Zoom call, man. We really got into some deep shit. Like I told the story of when I lost my virginity and all the mistakes I made around that shit. And other guys came in and was talking about mistakes and what we learned from them. And, it was just real heavy. We went for like damn near 3 hours. Pause. It was dope, man. It was dope. So guys, get on the Masculine Identity membership so you could be a part of the Monday night Zoom calls, Monday night masterclass Zoom calls. And the cool part about it is kind of like having like a group consultation. You understand what I'm saying? And imagine you get on the membership, and just to be on that, you get 4 group consultations a month. Right. You see what I'm saying? Not to mention the months where there's 5 Mondays in a bitch. You get what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Okay, you got some months where you got extra days and all that other shit. So, I mean, it's a good value, man. And shout out to all the cats that's on there. We be really getting in real, exploring a lot of different topics and ideas, man. So shout out to all the cats that's on the Masculine Identity membership. Shout out to all the cats that be going to Shop Lucario and getting the vetting process, man. Because, you are always vetting.
That's a fact. And so April said gotten is a word. Okay, cool. Now I know. And no one is half the battle.
Shout out to April. So
shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Also, make sure that you guys hold on. Let me stop this screen right here real quick, because I got to put up this screen right here to make sure that you guys go to CunninghamElements.com. So that you guys get the soap, the parfum, the shea butter. Go to CunninghamElements.com right now to get that going ASAP. You feel what I'm saying? Get your soap, get all that stuff, man. Because if you guys ain't up on that, you guys are missing out. You know what I'm saying?
The soap actually has the logo in there, just like on the screen.
Oh snap! You see, this is why you guys got to get that. Yeah. It's fire. Fire. And then also make sure you guys go to shoplocario.com. Make sure that you guys get the online dating consultations. Make sure you go get that. Just do it. Make sure you make it happen, because you guys are missing out on all the women that you can get shit cracking with on online dating. You feel what I'm saying? So make sure you guys go there ASAP and get that going. You feel me? And also make sure, again, go get the Massive Game collection joint. Remember, you got 3 days left. 3 days left to get it. 3 days left. And then also make sure you guys get Master the Vetting Process. This is mandatory. Make sure you guys get this, because in any facet of, dealing with women in relationships, you got to know how to vet. Even if you're just hooking up, if you have a girlfriend, if you're dating, you got to vet these women. So go to Shop Lucario and get Master the Vetting Process. You feel what I'm saying? So make sure you guys do that and get that going. All right.
Hey, and real quick, I almost forgot to tell you guys. So on the next masculine identity masterclass Zoom call, we're going to be talking about the difference between a nice guy and guys who are actually nice.
That's actually a good topic. Nah, that's real talk.
No, because you know why I'm gonna do that shit? Because every fucking time I do a video explaining why the nice guy be fucking up, niggas come in my comments talking about, but Miles, what if you're just naturally nice?
Right, exactly. Exactly. They say that shit. Oh man, it's like dudes really gotta understand what's going on out here in these streets.
So we're gonna explore it. We're gonna break all that shit down. We're gonna break down the archetype of the nice guy, and then we're gonna explain and break down what it actually means to actually be nice.
Right.
For nice to be a part of your actual masculine identity. And truthfully, we're gonna break down the word nice too, because y'all niggas be throwing around that word like how y'all throw around friends.
Right, exactly.
My friend, like, no, you don't know that nigga.
That's a fact. Guys, the calling number is 844-672-7300. 844-672-7300 is the number. So today's show, we're talking about why most guys who date baddies are tricks. You know what I'm saying? They out here tricking.
No, but the baddies be bad though.
Exactly. It's funny because I actually had a line in one of my my last mixtape where I said, a bad bitch gets fucked, I'll be wondering who paid. You know what I'm saying? Because that's usually what's going down when you see these dudes out here and you like, oh man, she's a baddie. You know, more often than not, that guy is paying directly or indirectly for that woman. You understand what I'm saying? Because most dudes don't got game. Like, so the reason why the woman is dealing with him is because, you know, he's basically a mark. And so she knows that he's going to be tricking on her. So that's why she fucking with him. You understand? And that's the only way these guys know how to get shit cracking.
Yo, shout out to Lil Wayne. He had this line where he said, these hoes ain't as good as they look. But I got to take my own advice though. Because if the pussy's good, then I'm good.
Right. Exactly. It's a fact. It's crazy. So, you know, you guys gotta understand what's going on out here in these streets, man, because, you know, these chicks, they be out here, you know, setting dudes up, and these dudes don't really, you know, they don't know what's going on out here. And then they, you know, they be on some bullshit with these women who don't really like them. So the only way that they can make shit happen is by, you know, tricking. And so somebody sent me this story about, you know, Lil Baby was basically tricking and simping over this OnlyFans girl. And it was a girl that Lil Yachty used to fuck with. And so they, you know, it was a bunch of shenanigans that was popping off. And basically Lil Baby he got in his feelings because he started to catch feelings for the girl. You understand what I'm saying? And so what happened is that she ended up asking him to buy her a car. So that, you know, in order for him to fuck with her, you feel what I'm saying? And so the problem is that a lot of these guys out here, you know, they don't really understand the game. So they're always going to get played out here in these streets. Now, I got this article from this website called hotnewhiphop.com. I'm wondering if I should put it on the stage or should I just read it? Because I don't want no copyrights and shit of shit. But also I'm gonna read the actual story instead of putting it on the thing, just so that you guys can understand what's going on. And this is the best article that I saw that wrote it, because it explains everything. So it says, Lil Baby apparently has taken his love for a woman too far, and now she's trying to expose him. A nameless OnlyFans model has leaked some alleged text messages from the rapper, and they don't make him look good. The screenshots show him crashing out after she chose to ignore him as caught by the neighborhood talk. So I guess that's one of the other websites. So it says the reason why she claims she did it is because she allegedly was with Boat, aka Lil Yachty. It took some wild text for Lil Baby to get this out of her too. He allegedly threatened to pull up to her house in Orlando if he didn't get some type of clarity. So she basically says, so let's stop right there. So basically, she's like, look, I can't really fuck with you because I was fucking with Lil Yachty. And this nigga, he's such in his feelings that he's like, I'm about to pull up to your house because I need some clarity on this situation, right? So then it says her text reads, quote, I'm going to be honest, I didn't cut you off because I don't fuck with you. I just felt it was disrespectful on my end to take it to that point of sharing my body with you when I used to mess with Boat, aka Lil Yachty. I don't know your relationship with him, and I'm not that type of woman. Then it says, Baby allegedly hit back with, quote, well, I definitely respect that on all levels, but at this point, it's too fucking late for all of that. Boat is my little brother no matter what. It ain't that type of situation, though. Then they said he allegedly added, quote, I've told Boat I'm on your body, though, not since we've met, but before I met you, when I seen him with you, I told him that's my dream woman. So basically what he's telling the OnlyFans chick is when I seen you with Lil Yachty, I told him you were my dream woman. You understand? So he's already simping so far, right? So now it says, as I scroll down on this fucking weird ass website, he said he also allegedly told the model that his soul was attached to her as well, and that he would be willing to confess his love for her in front of Lil Yachty. It says his alleged persistence seemingly paid off, though, as the woman said, if he could get her dream car, he could have her forever. Right? So basically she's saying that, hey, listen, if you could get me my dream car, then you could have me forever. This is what she's saying to Lil Baby.
But like, isn't that an automatic like red flag showing you that she don't really like you? She just using you for a car.
Exactly.
Like anybody else.
Exactly. But you know niggas ain't got no game, so they don't care.
Like, because you know what it is. Like, you listen to these niggas rap, and it sound like they smart because they got away with words.
Mm-hmm.
They know how to rhyme words and put words together, so they sound real slick and intelligent.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if a girl told me that, like, oh, since I'm your dream girl,
mm-hmm.
if you get me my dream car, you can have me forever.
Right.
That's basic prostitution.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's right.
Basically.
Like anyone.
Basically. That's what I'm saying. Like,
but y'all don't need to go to shoplucario.com though.
Right, exactly.
Like, y'all don't need to go get the vetting process program though.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I swear to God, that niggas think I'm just trying to sell a product. Like, this is obviously an issue with niggas.
Right. Mm-hmm.
It's like everybody got a cold, and I'm like, hey, I have the best cold medicine at shoplucario.com.
Right.
And niggas is like, nah, I'm good. I'm gonna keep sniffling.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna stay congested and shit.
Right.
I'm gonna continue to make my whole family sick and ruin my life. What the fuck are we doing, bro?
It's crazy out here.
I'll be yours forever if you get me my dream car.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I could at least see if she had said something like, well, if you show me how you could be my dream man.
Right.
And, you know, if you was going to be my dream man, then my dream man would make sure that I was riding in something nice. My dream man would make sure that I was protected and this and that.
Right. And now this is the picture of the girl that, you know, you can see her like in, you know.
Wait. Forget everything I just said. That bitch is bad as fuck. I'm willing to give it all up for that bitch. Let's go.
So that's the chick. You know, you see her in the corner right there. But what's funny about that chick though is that, you know, we actually did a video about her a while ago, and we're gonna, you know, show some clips of that video a little later. But let me continue with this story. So she says to him, you know, if you could buy my dream car, you could have me forever. So then Baby allegedly responded, quote, that's like the easiest thing you could have said. Like, come on now, that's easy. What kind of car is it? And then, quote, she said either a Rolls Royce or a 2025 Porsche GT3 RS in pink. Right. So basically that's like the end of the story. So this dude, Lil Baby, right? He was simping over this woman, and she was fucking with Lil Yachty before, but he got emotionally attached, and she said she will deal with him if he buys her favorite car. You feel what I'm saying? And what it seems like is that he basically obliged to make that happen. You see what I'm saying? But see, guys, this is what happens when you don't have game. When you don't have game, you don't know how to attract women. And so what happens is you get emotionally attached to the situation because you're so caught up in how the woman looks. You feel what I'm saying? And then what happens is that you end up doing anything for the woman just to try to attain her or to get her. You feel what I'm saying? Now, I don't know what Lil Yachty was doing with this chick, but from what the story sounded like, it sounded like Lil Yachty might have more game than Lil Baby. You feel what I'm saying? Because I didn't hear nothing. Because she basically said, I ain't trying to fuck with you because I'm already fucking with Lil Yachty.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So, it's kind of crazy. Able to say she has good taste in cars, though.
She got 50% good taste in cars. Royce is bullshit.
What's funny about this story and the situation, right, is because, like I said, there was a video that we showed about this girl a while ago, right?
Yeah.
And this is what I tell you guys about, these bad chicks where you guys are so caught up, but you don't even know how some of these chicks will be acting and being on some crazy stuff. So I found a clip of this is a guy doing a reaction video to the same woman with her ex-boyfriend. And some of y'all might have remembered this where the girl, she was just like wilding out and doing a whole bunch of crazy stuff. So we'll show just a little bit of this real quick so y'all see what's going on.
This is my house. I got for us, mind you. She lied and said I abused her, said I stole from her, said I was doing her wrong. This is the truth of what was really going on, and I would never post this, but I got to protect myself.
So basically, that's the ex-boyfriend of the girl that Lil Baby is simping on. He wants to buy a car for this woman.
God, so that means she been doing that shit since before.
Right. So this is the woman he wants to buy.
I broken jaw, etc. I'm 6 foot, 230 pounds. I never harmed a woman in my life.
Guys, what's going on? Why are we running into traffic?
You should just stay correct me because I want to myself.
Okay. Why? What's going on?
I don't want to be here. I don't want to be here.
Breathe. Okay. Hold on. Breathe. Breathe.
Yo, women are scary. Yo, no, real shit. Women are scary, bro. Because you can literally look at a woman in her face and say, A, B, C, D.
Mm-hmm.
And then she'll look back at you and be like, why did you just say X, Y, Z?
Right.
Why did you just say that? And you're like, but wait a second. A, B, C, D.
Right.
And she'd be like, you just said X, Y, Z. And you're looking at her like,
exactly. That's what I'm saying. So this allegedly is the same woman.
yo, it's scary.
43 times in a matter of 2 years, and she would cry like this every time and make me.
I said the police came 43 times in a matter of 2 years.
Oh, all right. Okay.
This is crazy. Oh, I just want to see if there's any more of the footage of her. If he's showing any more of the footage.
Wilding out.
Or going crazy.
She the bitch that broke the dude's back glass and shit, right?
Yeah, I think the same chick.
All around, like, come on, man. Like, her acting like this, people not knowing that the person they're in a relationship with, when they act out and do crazy shit like that, it is a bad light on them also. Even if you have no problem, even if you have no dealings in it, if you have no hand in any of that, you being with that person automatically tags you also as, oh man, this motherfucker wants to be crazy too. Or birds of a feather flock together. So that
I mean that he ain't got no game either because he's allowing that type of shit to happen.
Automatic gonna put you in a box with that person. And I'd be damned. Okay.
So like, is it worth it to be with a bad chick? The baddie for this type of shit? You know what I'm saying?
Just sitting in front of the car crying. Crazy, bro.
You see, she done broke the freaking rear view.
Yeah, the rear window. Yeah,
The rear window. And then her knocking down shit in the house. So y'all get the idea, right? You see what I mean? So what happened is this is basically the same woman, right? That is doing that shit that he's saying he want to buy a car for to be with her, because that's his dream woman. And see, this is what happens with a lot of guys when they're out here trying to get baddies, but they have no game, so they have to resort to tricking. You see what I'm saying? But the problem is, and this is the thing, see, because you don't have game, what's going to happen is that a chick will start acting that way towards you. Because remember, women act differently generally based on the guy that they're dealing with. So you can have a woman who has a lot of mental issues, right?
yeah,
But you're going to have sometimes where women will act out because the guy they're dealing with is weak. And then if they deal with another guy who has his game tight and his shit is strong, then she may not act out that way, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if a person like Lil Baby is up here tricking and simping, then you're going to get a girl who's going to act out that way. So any of you guys who want all these baddies, if you're thinking about tricking or simping, you're usually going to get a girl who's going to act out that way. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's the type of shit that'll happen. But see, the thing is this, is that if you have game, you can get a chick that you think is hot, right? Without her being on that bullshit. And this is why you guys should go to badboymembership.com, get the program. How to train yourself in 90 days to attract and maintain hot women. And see, Lil Baby needs this ASAP. You know what I'm saying? Like, he needs to be on the membership ASAP, because how the fuck are you a famous rapper with millions of dollars and you're like, oh my God, she's my dream. Shouldn't you be her dream man? Like, shouldn't you be the guy?
mm-hmm.
What happens is a lot of these rappers are tricks.
Right.
So what happens is that sort of fucks up the woman's perception of those guys in general. So basically it's like, well, I'm not impressed that you're Lil Baby because you're a trick just like the rest of these niggas that's gonna trick on me just because I got a fat ass. You understand what I'm saying? And then so now she's gonna act out because a lot of these dudes just do whatever to get with these women.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? This shit is horrible. You know what I'm saying? Shit is crazy. What's your thoughts on this, man? Shit is ridiculous.
Listen, that's why you gotta have a masculine identity, man. You gotta focus on yourself.
That's a fact.
Because what these guys are really doing is they're allowing a woman's looks to lead them somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? And I mean, you know, again, like I said, no matter how good looking she is or not, like, you gotta be careful with like these women and their like emotional,
Mm-hmm.
like you ever see like water going down a drain,
Mm-hmm.
and it like if you drop something in it, the water just kind of picks up other shit,
Right.
kind of get it caught up in the tornado.
Mm-hmm.
This is what happens when you follow a woman's lead, and then on top of that, these dudes they're making it even worse because they're dealing with women who are hot and crazy.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So they following her lead, and they don't realize the type of detriment they're putting themselves in.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's a really tough situation that you're putting yourself in, and on top of that, it's like looks are fleeting. You understand? Like looks come and go.
Right.
And she does, like, the chick don't got nothing for you. She ain't got nothing for you. She ain't even doing nothing for you.
Mm-hmm.
You just be with her because she got looks, and she's not writing none of your rhymes. She can't even pour you a fucking cup of water, nigga.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? Like, doing absolutely nothing for you.
Right.
And it's like these dudes, they just get caught up with the shit, and it's just, I don't know, man. I think that's why we do what we do, because I think dudes need it.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? Like, because it seems like a lot of these guys. Okay. All right, let me see. We got 850-850. You're on live with Lucario and Miles. Name, age, city. How can we help you?
Man, y'all some frauds. Fuck y'all fake ass niggas.
Anyway, so shout out to Charlie Kiefer, because Charlie Kiefer just sent a hefty donation. You feel what I'm saying? I don't even know if I should say how much it is. I should say how much it is, so y'all guys could really understand how heavy the game is. You feel what I'm saying? So shout out to Charlie Kiefer. Miles, you could go in and see the donation Charlie Kiefer sent. But Charlie Kiefer, man, we appreciate you, man.
We appreciate you, Charlie. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Charlie Kiefer, we appreciate that, brother. Thank you so much.
Yes, sir.
Game recognized game. That's 612. You're on live with Lucario and Miles. Name, age, city. How can we help you?
Tim, Minneapolis, 28. Shout out to Charlie for that. Actually, I thought it was the perfect time to call in after that guy trolled, because here's the thing. So, Lucario, I called you probably, I don't know, a couple months ago.
Where did you send it, sir?
Venmo. Lucario's
Okay.
Venmo.
This is Tim, the Venmo guy, right? Sorry.
Appreciate it.
Anyways, yeah. So Lucario, I called you a couple months back, and I think what I did is I asked, like, can you be a man if you're not approaching women? And you were like, obviously no, blah blah blah. So I've been doing a lot of work on myself, and actually, for the first time in like the past few days, I've now actually approached women sober in the street. Like, I haven't ever fucking done that shit ever. I've done it like a little buzz in the clubs, all that stuff. But I just want to just shout you guys out. Shout out to Bad Boy Membership. And yeah, a lot of the stuff that you talk about, I had a lot of realizations on that, specifically just in terms of, like, one realization I had is I approached this chick a couple days ago. She was like, all right. Rejection was fine. But the next thing that happened, I approached a chick a little bit later. She was better and got I got a way better receptive, like a way more receptive, like, attitude. Still rejected me, but basically it was like a realization there, like, looks really, like, a woman's beauty or whatever doesn't really, like, account for anything in terms of how she's going to receive you.
Right.
Which is another realization that I had. And then the ego thing. This is one thing that actually I had really that really resonated. So I was in the line for a coffee shop, at the coffee shop, and I saw this chick, and I was going to go approach her. But I know you've talked about in the past, like, guys with egos, they, like, think, like, everybody's watching them. Like, everybody's like, what the fuck's going on? Like, oh my God, like, if I go up there, everyone's looking at me. So I was like, fuck it, I'm going to go anyways.
Right.
And did it, got rejected. And nothing happened. And I was like, okay, cool. That's pretty sweet. But there wasn't, like, because guys think, like, oh, you get rejected and there's going to be like 20 dudes like, oh my God, this dude got fucking rejected. Like, everyone's watching. But nothing happened. I just walked out of the coffee shop and went home. So, anyway, just shout out to you guys. Shout out to Bad Boy Membership, and just appreciate everything you're doing. Just wanted to share that.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate it, fam. Appreciate it. Now, that's what it is. This is what happens when you actually go out in real life and do shit. You know, you start to see what's really going on out here in these streets versus just looking at what people are saying on the internet. And you know what I'm saying? So shout out to you, man.
Start to touch grass and really experience life for real.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Yeah, man. So guys, call in 844-672-7300. 844-672-7300 is the number.
Yo, and you know what? I want, because shout out to Charlie Kiefer, because he's actually been announcing it. It was $1,000, everybody.
Right, exactly.
It was because he's saying he was going to do the $1,000 call this Friday, and he did it. So I'm just repeating what Charlie Kiefer already said. So yeah, those of y'all that have been paying attention, it was $1,000. So shout out to Charlie Kiefer for really supporting the game. You understand?
Real fucking talk.
Like somebody has an idea of the worth.
Of the value of the game.
Of the fucking value of the game. So shout out to Charlie Kiefer, because, shout out to EO value for value. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Is what it is, man. Shout out to Charlie Kiefer. But anyway, we got 347. You are online with Lucario and Miles. Name, age, city. How can we help you?
Hello, this is Gilberto, 25 years old, calling from New York City. And I have a question correlation to an event.
Hold on, buddy. Where did you send the support?
I sent it to Venmo Hashim.
Venmo, hold on. Let me double check. Hold on.
Yeah, double check.
Okay, I got you. Appreciate you, man. What's going on with you?
So I went to the bar, and this bar is in Lower Manhattan. So I went to the bar, speak to this lady. I think she's probably around like 30, so I'm not sure, but she's a little bit older than me. So I went to have a conversation with her and say what she likes to work at. She said she likes to work in the city, that she likes to work overnight. And I told her what she likes to work overnight. She said she like people. And I told her, really, when you like people, she said she doesn't like to be around people and stuff. So after that, then I flirted with her. I told her, when you and I were having this conversation, I was looking at your lips and I was thinking, what if I get my lips close to yours and I kiss your lips? And then you say, we should have more of a conversation before we kiss. So do you think she's the person looking for?
Leave that alone. She done.
Yeah.
She done.
Yeah, she's not feeling you, fam. It's okay. You see what I'm saying? First of all, see, this is the thing, man. You got to understand that. So I'll say this, right? Because I think a lot of guys get confused or they don't really get it when we talk about this, where a woman is either interested in you or not. Right now, when I say interested in you or not, I'm saying that you have to understand what that interest is, right? She could be interested in you for attention, or she could be interested in you for sexual gratification. Now, most of you guys, you want sexual gratification. You want a sexual situation. So is she interested in you for a sexual situation, right? This woman seemed like she was interested in you for attention. Is a sexual situation. Now, sometimes what you guys have to understand is that sometimes a woman might be initially interested in you for something sexual, but then what happens is that you say something or do something that makes her change her mind about the interests. So for example, if you're talking to a woman, right? And initially she's like, oh, this guy would get it. I'd do him tonight, right? And then you might talk so much that you say something or do something that makes her say, you know what though? He would actually make a good boyfriend. So I'm not going to do him tonight. I'm not going to be extremely sexual right now because I don't want him to think that this could be a one night stand or something sexual now, because I want this to be drawn out more. So I'm just saying in your particular situation, that could have been something that happened because you were asking her a bunch of get to know you questions. You were being very platonic and let's see where this goes. And then you wanted to be on some sexual shit. So what happened was when you first approached her, she could have been thinking sexual, but then it could have switched because of how you were coming at her, which made her say, you know what? I'm not going to be sexual with this guy. So this is why she said, let's talk more before we get into all that. So that could have been a situation, or it could have just been off the rip. She wasn't sexually attracted to you like that. But either way, understand that she wasn't highly sexually attracted to you, because if she was, she would have just kissed you.
Right.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
I figured that out because I just went straight out to that first. The second question that I have is in my job, there's a lady that I actually want to talk to in my job. But the thing is that I'm being, a little bit not hesitating to talk to her because I don't want her to misunderstood. And
don't talk to her. Don't talk to her. Don't talk to her.
Mm-hmm.
Don't talk to any woman at your job or at the gym or any place you go on a daily basis if you're nervous to talk to her. Don't do it.
Right.
Yeah.
Those situations require ultimate and complete confidence.
Exactly.
This is what you got. Look, you guys want to know why you shouldn't fuck with girls at the gym and at your job? It's because you're not ready.
Basically.
That's it.
Basically.
And the bottom line is this. The reason why I say it requires ultimate and supreme confidence is because just in case it don't go right, you need to be confident enough to go back to the job the next fucking day and be the same motherfucker.
Exactly.
But majority of you motherfuckers, the reason why you're nervous is because if you find out that she don't like you like that, you're going to walk into your job acting like a bitch ass nigga.
Mm-hmm. And it makes shit weird.
You gonna make shit weird, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're nervous to talk to that, and not just to call her, any motherfucker under the sound of my voice right now, if you're nervous to talk to that girl at your job, just leave her the fuck alone.
Right. And usually the reason why you want to talk to the girl at your job is because you're not getting women outside your job.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So if you're guys, understand this. If you really on some player shit, bro, you should be having women on top of women on top of women to the point where you ain't even got enough time to fuck with all of them like that. So now what'll happen is that the girl at your job would be like, almost like you look at her like your little sister. You understand what I'm saying? Like you're not even really paying attention to her, or the girl at your gym, right? The reason why the girl at your job or the girl at your gym is a heightened experience for you is because you see them all the time. And you've built some fantasy in your mind because you keep seeing them, but you haven't done anything about it. You see what I'm saying? So you're making it a bigger deal than it needs to be. You feel what I mean?
All right, then I will continue to go to the bar and stuff and continue.
Yeah, do that more. Go to like the bars or events and stuff and start talking to more women. You feel what I'm saying? But what I would say is this.
All right.
But Gilberto, what you should do is you introduce yourself to the women, but what you want to do is that you want to start, flirting earlier.
Gilberto, from your first question, right? How long was it from the time that you started talking to the girl to the time that you said that whole thing with the lips and putting your lips closer to hers? How long of span of time would you think that was?
I say like 3 minutes.
3 minutes.
3 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd say cut it shorter.
Yeah, no. My thing is this. Time is relative. So 3 minutes is 3 minutes. But wouldn't you rather have found out minute 1 that she didn't want to kiss you?
Yeah, I think that would be better.
Because think about it. If it was hours,
mm-hmm.
Wouldn't you want to find out in hour 1 if she didn't want to kiss you?
Yeah.
What if you had sat? Yeah. Think about it. What if you had sat there for 3 fucking hours talking about whatever?
Mm-hmm.
Imagine. And then in the third hour, at the 2:30 mark, 2 hours and 30 minute mark, then you say to her, "Hey, your lips are so beautiful. We've been talking all this time, and your lips are so beautiful. I was thinking of putting my lips close to your lips. How about that?" And then she's like, "No, we've been talking for 2.5 hours, but I think we should talk some more."
Right.
Yeah. That's crazy, but it's what it is.
Like you see how ridiculous it sounds when I break it down that way?
Mm-hmm.
But everybody, all of them fucking PUA motherfuckers trying to debate my man Lacari over here.
Mm.
And they want to fucking, oh well, you gotta make her comfortable, bro, and you gotta do this, bro, and you gotta do that, bro. And you gotta put on this whole fucking production for this bitch that you don't even know.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, bro.
Right. So that's and some of y'all have to read the room too, because when you first approach a woman, this is what you guys got to learn, right? And this is why I tell you guys, you got to go out and talk to 25 women and actually be consistent. Because what I'm about to say, I can't teach you. You can only learn it through experience. You have to, when you first approach a woman and talk to a woman is going to give you a certain look that will let you know that she is more than likely really fucking with what you're trying to do.
Right.
Same thing when you go on a first date. When you go on a first date, let's say you meet a girl at a bar, the first date, she comes through to the bar and you say, "Hey, what's up?" And y'all give each other a hug. There's a certain look that the girl gives you. And you'll know what I'm talking about once you actually are out here doing what you do. There's a certain look that the girl gives you that you're like, "Oh yes, it's about to be on." You understand what I'm saying? And then there's also a certain look that she gives you where you're like, "Yeah, this ain't gonna happen." You feel what I'm saying? This probably most likely ain't gonna happen because I already see from the jump what's going on in this situation. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Yeah. All right. Thank you so much.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it.
Zero. Thanks for the call. Yes, sir.
Exactly. Like K-Zach said, patterns of behavior, guys. That's why you got to go to badboymembership.com. Understanding patterns. I'm telling you, it's a look and it's the energy. I'm telling you.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, because listen, I've been on dates with chicks and it'd be a situation where I can tell that they might be physically attracted to me, but they're not really even, you know, and they could be sexually attracted to me, but what I'm saying is the vibe is so off.
Right.
Because we're not compatible. Like, meaning, like I was on a date with this girl once, and I said something like, what did I say? I just said some random shit when she first came in. We was like, oh, what's up? But, you know, I was like, no, she asked me, how was my week? And I said, oh, it was great. I did this. I was like, how was your week? She said she was like, oh yeah, I was at this church meeting. As soon as she said that, I was like, oh, I was like, yeah, this ain't. I was like, and everything within that interaction made sense because she said that. I was like, oh yeah, this is gonna go this way because this is her, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, she's on that type of vibe, and her type of vibe is not my type of vibe. You understand what I'm saying?
Lucario's going to hell. Fuck that.
Like,
you can't. She said church meet. As soon as she said church meeting, Lucario was like,
right, and it wasn't even like those freaky church girls. It was like, you know what I'm saying? She was like really about that church life. You know what I'm saying?
About that church life. Like, bitch, like the nerve of you.
Exactly.
Being an actual church bitch and not a freaky church bitch. God damn it.
Right.
All right, 570. You're on live with Lucario Miles. Name, age, city, and where did you send it?
Hello. This is Charlie Kiefer, 26 PA, in the
Charlie
motherfucking
Kiefer,
building.
what's going on, man?
Charlie in the building, who is respecting the game heavy. This is the example, guys. You got to respect it heavy.
Hey, Charlie, you can ask a question, tell a story, whatever the fuck you want to do. The floor is yours, homie.
Go ahead.
All right. So, first off, I just want to give a thanks to Lucario Miles, and everyone give it a W in the chat for Lucario Miles, because I just want to show my appreciation to them, which is why I wanted to send that $1,000 today. And I got a personal story to tell about how they helped me with my coaching and the reason I got coached in the first place.
There you go.
Yes,
so I wrote 5 pages of this down and typed it out, but I'm just going to basically paraphrase everything to make it, because you guys only got so much time today anyway. But the thing is, so I got coaching because for the basic reasons I needed it. I was having problems with women and all that other stuff, and not knowing who I was, and some other things which I didn't know that I needed to know, but then I learned later on, thanks to you guys' help.
Right.
And I got coaching from Lucario probably about, I don't know, a year ago. And I got 4 sessions with him, and I also got in the memberships, the Bad Boy membership and the Masculine Identity membership, and they helped me both out extremely a lot. So I just want to say thank you for that as well.
That's what's up.
So basically, a couple things happened to me this year. I had 2 big traumas, and I'm going to relate to a story which I heard on the live last Monday from a guy named Shia. And first thing that happened was after I got your coaching and all that stuff, I still had some problems. I didn't know what they were, but I knew I needed to get down and study and figure this out right on my own, in a sense, and go out there and get practice. And one day, randomly, I was on a roof working, and I was listening to Lucario and Steve the Dean. Shout out to Steve the Dean. And he said to a caller, "Why do you hate yourself?" Now, I had heard him say this before, but for some reason on this day and this time, something happened where it fucked me up, where I was like, I heard it, and then when I heard it, I literally said it back to myself, like, "Charlie, why do you hate yourself?" Like, in my mind. And I literally almost started having like a panic attack because I couldn't figure the answer out. And I'm being like dead serious. I could not figure the answer out. I literally started, I got asthma, so I thought it was that. But I said, I calmed down and whatnot, and I said, if I'm still alive after this means something, and I got to attack it, and I got to figure this shit out. So I've been, studying your memberships and stuff like that, and keep going, right? And the first trauma I had, which is the first thing I'll talk about, it was just basically when my dad told me this year that he wished I wasn't his son. And obviously that hurt me a lot, and I was like, very pissed off about that, et cetera, because basically what happened was he found out I didn't like to court women, and he basically said those women are sluts, slags, whatever the hell else. And, you should be a gentleman and only deal with high value women, quote unquote, et cetera, et cetera. And he basically said, "I wish you weren't my son."
Oh,
and that,
tell your pops to go to shoplucario.com, man.
Yeah, I will. But anyway, so yeah, at the time that hurt me a lot, for reasons I get to later. The second thing that happened was that, so actually in that first trauma, he basically sent me a letter too. And this is the funny part, guys. This is how fucked up my situation was. He sent me a letter titled "The Perfect Gentleman," basically telling me and gaslighting me into, you should be a perfect gentleman, blah, blah, blah. So I read about 4 lines of it, realized how bullshit it was, ripped it up and threw it in the fire. But, so I was so pissed off. But, so then later on, what else happened? So I got the second trauma here. Is that back in, actually I have an interruption here. So this is, I just wanted to preface that, and then I want to go into the fact that on the live last week, on Monday, shout out to you, Shy, if you're listening in. I hope you're listening in. He's that like vegan cookbook guy or whatever the hell. He basically called in and was asking about, something with his sister and yada, 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 right? And thanks to him, I actually realized something. He basically asked the question, how do I know when to cut family off? And I just want to preface that to go into my second story, which is the last one, which is back in May was my birthday. And on my birthday, we went out to a Mexican restaurant because I like Mexican food and yada, yada. There was a bunch of, hot girls there, whatever, hot waiters, whatever, et cetera, right? And I actually wasn't thinking about asking them to be out. I was just kind of looking around because it was a popular spot and we're all there having Mexican food and so on and so forth. And what happened is that my mom looked at me because she knew I was looking at this girl. And she looked at me and she said in a mean way, like with a smirk on it, not a smirk, but like a smug look on her face and a commanding way. She basically said, "Don't be asking out any girls tonight," like basically pissed off. And I said to her, which I regret, I want you guys to take note of this in the chat. This is not something that I recommend you doing. But I said calmly back to her, never tell me to do anything like that, Mom, ever again, or I will cut you out of my life and never speak to you again. And the reason I said that is because I was so angry because of the way they treated me in the last couple months before that, telling me that, I'm ashamed that they're their son and all this other stuff, right? Now I'm telling you guys to preface that about what Shia did and what I found out later was I shouldn't have said that, right? And I was pissed off. I was right to be pissed off in a general sense because they were trying to control me, right? But looking back now, I should have let it go, right? Because you can't combat control with control. Because what happens is that just like Shia, what we were doing is trying to control, because by responding to my mom in the way I did, I was trying to control her perception of me to control her behavior. See, I actually was controlling her in reaction to her control. And Shia was trying to control his outcome by trying to avoid the whole situation altogether and trying to cut them off, which is control through avoidance. So rejecting yourself. And what I figured out is that in both situations, we are both trying to control because we are afraid we aren't enough. We feel we are unworthy, undeserving, and not valuable enough for our family's love because we hate ourselves and we don't love ourselves fully.
Wow.
And this doesn't just extend to family, it extends to women, right? For all you guys out there who want to get, baddies and all this other fucking shit. It extends to friends, business partners, whoever, the like. And this is the crux of it all. You believe you're unworthy, undeserving, and not valuable enough, which is why you try to control, right? So it happens, if you look at a girl you find attractive, and this stuff that I wrote down, I've all done. So who's ever out there saying, Charlie, you haven't gone through this, I've been through it, motherfucker. So, it's just believing you're unworthy and deserving. It's the same reason you don't look at a girl you find really attractive or a baddie, because you believe you're unworthy and there's something wrong with you. It's the reason why you don't tell her what you really want to do with her, whether it be sex, dating, whatever, is because you believe you're unworthy and that something is wrong with you.
Right.
Why you try to control your family, just like me in this case, or Shia, when they hate on you, because you believe you're unworthy, deserving of what you want. I wrote here basically, there's control through avoidance was what Shia did, and there's control through manipulation, which is what I was trying to do. I was trying to manipulate the situation to have them love me when really, I'm already fucking enough. But and both situations, both types of control come from the same root, which is you believe in this sentence, which is I am not enough as I am. You believe in that sentence. You believe in I am not enough as I am.
Right.
Which is why you try to control. And I wrote my final thoughts here. But here's the deal. There's nothing wrong with what you want. As long as there's no control, deceit, manipulation, or any of that, dumb illegal shit. I have to say that for the fucking idiots in the back, who are going to comment and say, what about this? And for you, if you can't figure that out, you shouldn't fucking be on this channel. But, there's nothing, wrong, wanting with what you want, as long as there's no control and it's mutually reciprocated and there's no deceit and there's, mutual interest within that. That's the thing you guys got to understand. And it's something that I had to understand too as well. And I just figured out not too long ago, which is when I said to my mother, see, pay attention to what I said to my mother. I said to her, never tell me to do anything like that, Mom, again, or I will cut you out of my life and never speak to you again. And when I said this, when I went home, I started crying my eyes out. And I don't know why I was crying my eyes out. And I was in so much fucking pain. I was like, how could I fucking say that to someone? Especially my own mother. And this is the thing I realized. What I did was hated my mother in that moment. And I put conditions on my love for her in that moment. And by putting conditions on my love for her, I inadvertently said that for me to love myself, certain conditions must be met for me to love myself. That's what I said.
Yo. This shit is too heavy. Listen, guys, when the game hits you, start to become aware. Because you know, shout out to April in chat, because she was saying that, you know, it's okay for you to remove yourself from those situations, but at the same time, I'm glad you came to the realization that, you know, you realized that you were triggered by the situation and you were trying to, in a sense, control the situation through trying to go at it that way through your anger. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, is that, you know, understanding that you are enough means that you don't have to necessarily process those situations through anger. It's like, okay, well, I don't prefer being in a situation where my parents or whoever is coming at me this way. So I might fall back. I'm gonna fall back from that situation. But at the same time, I don't need to be angry at that person, because I understand that that person is just saying what they're saying based on their own perceptions, based on their own understanding, based on how they're going through the world and everything. Because I think sometimes we forget that our parents are just people. You know what I'm saying? And so the thing is that we're conditioned to believe that we need for those people to respond to us a certain way for us to feel worthy. Do you understand what I'm saying? But at the same time, you have to understand that you are an individual just like the other person is an individual, but also the connectedness between individuals get you to understand that because you have a certain perspective, other people are also going to have a certain perspective. And sometimes those perspectives might be different. And then so what happens is that sometimes when you don't really understand loving yourself, you start to doubt yourself because you're looking at other people's perspectives as right and you're wrong. You see what I'm saying? And then you're trying to get them to, you know what I'm saying? Like get them to sort of come to your side so that you can feel the love or feel loved. Do you see what I'm saying?
Exactly. And you know, I just had this last little page here. If you let me to finish.
Go ahead. You good?
And I'm gonna send another $1,000 because I just feel like, you know, what I'm giving out today and what you guys deserve. I just feel like you guys deserve so much for, you know, for all you give me and all that stuff. But anyway, I'm gonna continue here real quick. So basically, I finished off. And then I wrote, and that's when it hit me. What I've been searching for my whole life is that I just wanted to love myself fully and unconditionally. I wanted to be enough. And in that heated moment with my mother, I realized that I was not hating her, but I was hating myself. And that is why we try to control in any aspect of life, whether it comes to family, dating, friendships, etc. It's because we believe we need something outside ourselves to prove we're enough. But I wrote, but here's the truth.
That's a fact.
Yeah, go ahead, sir.
Yeah, here's the truth.
Yeah, so I said, here's the truth. There is no outside. You don't get love. You are love itself. You don't earn value. You are the value itself. You don't become enough. You are enough because you exist.
Right.
Existence is unconditional love. This is why you don't need to get it from outside you. It is already within you. There is no getting love. You are unconditional love. You are existence.
Facts.
That's yo, guys. This is some real heavy shit. You understand what I'm saying? But go ahead, keep going.
And yeah, so I just want to. And so this last part is about love. Now I wrote. Now this doesn't mean you have to accept abuse, you know, because just like in Shay's situation, or you know, you guys can go watch that video to understand it better. But I put now. This doesn't mean you have to accept abuse or never set boundaries or allow controlling behavior that you don't like or never stand up for yourself. I'm not. You know what I did was wrong. I should just let it go and had a good time on my birthday. You know,
right?
And still love my mother regardless.
Right.
and like to the guys, you should stand up for yourself and not accept abuse, et cetera, right? But what this does mean is that you have to love others no matter what. And I put, why? Because if you don't love others, you cannot love yourself.
Right.
This is why. Yeah.
Real shit. My bad. Go ahead. I feel like I'm in church, but go ahead.
No, sorry. Sorry. Yeah, I have like a lot of brain fucks here. Sorry about that. But this is the last part I put. And this is why I will always love my parents. I will always love you all. I will always love Lucario, Miles, Steve, April, and all the other coaches that have helped me and everyone in this chat. And to those who put me down, I will always love those women who put me down. I will always love those men who put me down. I will always love my family members who put me down. I will always love society that puts me down. I will always love the naysayers and the haters that put me down. Why? Because if I do not love you, I cannot love myself. And if I do not love myself, I cannot love you. And I know the reason anyone hates me is out of fear that they're not enough. So no matter how deep in the hate they dive, I will still love them. And no matter how deep in the hate you dive, I will still love you. Love is both acceptance and rejection. Hate is always self-hate. Creation does not make mistakes. We are one. You're okay. I'm okay. It's time to let go. You are fine. I'm fine. You need nothing. You are everything. You are me, and I am you. Your love is unconditional, and so is mine. We're all one. We are all love. We are existence, and I love you. That's it.
That's what's up. That's what the fuck is up. Listen, that's some heavy ass shit right there. You don't understand. Y'all do not understand. That's some heavy ass shit right there.
Facts.
That there is the game. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Real talk.
Mm-hmm. So I just want to say that, and I love you, Lucario, and Miles, and all you guys in the chat. I appreciate every single one of you and all the lessons you guys have taught me.
Thanks.
And the last thing I'll say before I go is just that, and this is going to be the spark for some of you guys, and maybe it'll take you a little bit longer, and that doesn't mean I'm better than you, and it doesn't mean you're worse than anybody else, and you're on your own time, and you take everything one step at a time. But it's time to let go. It's time to let go of all those insecurities. It's time to let go of all the self-hate. Just love and embrace yourself. Follow what Lucario and Miles are teaching you, and K-Zag and Steve and all these guys. Follow what they're saying. They're not saying that because they're outside the game. They're in the game themselves.
Right.
They have to be in this 100% all day, every day.
Man.
Don't think the game is just some sort of special thing for them. Okay, so love yourself. Trust in the information. You see how I'm trusting? I'm surprised I even got to this point, because before I'd have been like, holy fuck, $1,000? I just see it as another form of abundance leaving me and another one coming in.
Yes, sir.
And look how much I've given out through here.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's what I want to say, and thank you to everyone, and thank you to Miles, thank you to Lucario, thank you to MC, and everyone have a great day.
Hey, man, take it easy, Charlie, man. We appreciate the game you dropped, man. And thanks for the support. And, and shout out to you for really being a student of the game and embracing things and looking at yourself, starting from inside and seeing all of the signals and all of the different, aspects of the game and how they come together, realizing that it starts from within, realizing that it's all about love, realizing that it's all about believing in yourself. And the fact that, yes, we are all one. You understand? Like we are all one. And the way that you get in touch with all of that is to understand who you are, to understand yourself. And the more you understand yourself, is the more you understand everything else. That's a fact.
Real talk.
Exactly. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But yeah, we appreciate you coming through and dropping that wisdom, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's real talk. You know what I mean? Real.
All right.
No worries. No
Charlie,
worries.
be safe.
Thank you guys.
Be safe and have a great weekend, brother.
Yes, sir.
Hey, you too.
All right. Take it easy.
Peace.
Damn.
That was some serious game right here. That was like, you know what I'm saying? Next level. You know what I mean? Because the thing is this, guys, this is why we tell y'all the truth is inside you. This is why we tell you understand masculine identity. This is why we tell you the game is about you. Because once you start to everything that he's talking about, you come to those realizations as you start focusing on yourself and loving yourself. You see what I'm saying? You come to those things. You see what I mean? That's some real shit. And so, guys, call in, man. Call in number is 844-672-7300. 844-672-7300 is the number. So call in if you have a question, put a Q in the chat, and we will get to your questions. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think we might. Wait, hold on.
And we got 2 free calls, actually, because somebody has sent $10 for 2 free calls. So If you guys want to call up and have a free call, you guys can also do that and get that cracking. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So let me see what some of these questions are saying real quick. So, do you have any programs on what to talk about and what not to talk about on the first date? So if you go to the Bad Boy membership,
wait, is it me or did Charlie Kiefer just send in another 1,000?
Hold on, let me see. I think, hold on. Yeah, I think he did. Shout out to Charlie, man. He's really about that life. That's what I'm talking about. Shout out to Charlie. This is, let me explain what's happening. Let me explain what happens, right? When your game gets tighter, understand value.
Yeah.
Because what happens is that when you see the value in you see the value in everything else.
Facts.
You understand what I'm saying? And you see the abundance. So you're never in this the thought of lack. You're not looking at things, all the time in a negative way. You understand what I'm saying? So the thing is that it becomes a thing where you're able to give the value because you have the value to give. You understand what I'm saying? You recognize the value you have to give. The reason why a lot of times people don't give value is not because they're not valuable, because they are valuable. They just haven't recognized it. So since you don't recognize it, you can't give it. So it's just like, if somebody says, hey, pass me this bottle of water, I had to recognize the bottle of water and realize I have it to give it. But if I can't recognize the water, I can't give you the water because I don't even think I have it. Right. So that's what it is right there. You know what I mean?
And shout out to PPR for the 100 too. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up.
PPR for the 100.
PPR in the building. Yeah. Shout out to you. My allergies going crazy right now. So you said, do you have any programs on what to talk about and what not to talk about on the first date? Yes.
Wait, hold on. And shout out to Christopher for the 15. Shit.
Shout out to Christopher. Appreciate you guys. Yes, sir. Appreciate y'all. So on the Bad Boy membership, I have a bunch of different programs that teach you what to do on first dates, what to do on dates, period. Teach you about flirting, building sexual tension. And actually the next Bad Boy membership program, I'm going to be talking about advanced ways to build sexual tension. You feel what I'm saying? So we're going to be, talking about that. So stay tuned for that on the Bad Boy membership. Says, what if as a man, he and other rappers don't value the money and don't mind pitching a few dollars for access on his terms? Well, this is the thing, though, that you got to understand about that is this, right? Is that if he wanted to get the woman on his terms, he wouldn't have to use money. Remember, because she's the one who brought up the money. She's the one who brought up the car.
Exactly.
It wasn't like he said, listen, I want to buy you a car. That's how I like to treat the women who are the women of my dreams. So I want to shower you with gifts. Now, if that was the case and he was really about it like that, then hey, that's what he want to do. But she had to bring it up and then he complied with what she brought up. Do you understand what I'm saying? So he's basically tricking on that shit anyway.
If that's the case, then he would be on the side of the street rapping.
Right. Exactly.
If that's the case, then he would just be putting out music on Spotify for free.
Right. Mm-hmm.
What are you talking about?
Mm-hmm. Crazy.
Come on. You see how y'all niggas be trying to ask these weirdo questions because you want to make it excuses? You want to make excuses for simping and tricking. Come on, man. Stop it. 215-215. You are on live with Lakari and Miles. Name, age, city. Are you taking a free call or are you supporting? What's going on?
Taking a free call.
All right, no problem. Name, age, city.
My name's Pete, 27, in New York.
All right. 27, you said?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you speaking directly into the phone?
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead with your question.
No, I'm just I'm struggling with the dating scene right now. And it got me frustrating.
Okay. So what's your question though?
Nah, I just feel like I'm at a disadvantage, and I'm just.
All right.
First of
So
all, like,
wait. I want you to understand that this is a live show, and in order for us to help you, you have to have a specific question. But if you're overall just struggling with dating, then go to badboymembership.com, join the membership, or go to shoplucario.com and get some of the programs, or get the mega game collection.
Massive game collection, right?
Sorry, massive.
Exactly. But Caller, do you have a specific question that you want us to answer today? Like,
this is a live show, my dude. Like, so if we could only answer a specific question, bro.
yeah, it's like I want to know what I'm doing wrong because, like, first of all, I'm short, but I'm like, I believe I'm handsome. I'm athletic,
yeah. Stop it.
Well, Caller, what it sounds like is you need actual coaching.
You need coaching because you think your height got something to do with it. That's a mindset
well, I got
thing.
I got friends that's killing it. I got friends that are taller, they're black, they're white.
You're done.
Wait, Caller, how tall are you?
I'm 5'5".
Bro, Miles is what, 5'6"?
5'6".
Bro, Miles is 1 inch taller than you, and he killing it. What's your excuse? Why you think it's your height?
There's a couple things. It's like my race, my height.
Oh my gosh!
Wait, what race are you?
Yo, caller, hey caller, don't let me get Charlie Keith on you.
Is that right?
Don't let me get Charlie Keith to come over there and smack you upside the head with some game, nigga.
Wait, what race are you, Caller? Don't say black, because I'm gonna be offended. Don't say black.
I'm Indian.
You Indian? You sure?
Indian, like red dot or feather?
Well, I'm mixed with Indian, and I'm a little bit Middle Eastern too.
Oh, so red dot mixed with C4.
So wait, Caller, you know how many people are in India? Not all those people.
Yeah,
but what?
On the totem pole, we rank the lowest. Like nobody won.
Oh man.
Oh. So what happens when you go out and okay, let me ask you this. How old are you again? You said
27.
27.
27.
So have you ever had sex with a woman?
Yeah.
How many women have you had sex with?
So I feel like my experience with dating has been like ups and downs. So sometimes I get a good couple periods where I'm just like being able to fuck. So my body count is like 30, but I feel like that's low.
30? Do you know the average guy, they say, have about 7 women in his entire life, and you got 30? So you're doing pretty good. So I don't understand what's the problem. If you've had sex with 30 women, that means that you found 30 women that are attracted to you. Now, I'm sure that you haven't talked to all 4 billion women in the world, right? So that means that if you were able to have sex with 30 women, that means you can have sex with 30 more women, right?
Yeah, but it's like all my friends, like I ask them about their dating experience, and they all say that the girls that they're dating, especially from India, is like, or the Indian chicks, they're like, I don't mess with Indian guys because they're not attractive. Like, I get a lot of hate from my own race.
See, Caller, you need some coaching, fam. You need some coaching because it's your mindset, man. Your mindset is what's fucking you up. So what I would suggest you do is hit us up on the back end, get some coaching, because I'm telling you, notice everything I'm talking about with you is positive. I'm like, yo, bro, that's great. You've had sex with 30 women. That means that 30 women thought you were sexually attractive enough to have sex with you. And now you're like, oh, but well, my other friends, who gives a fuck about your other friends? Focus on you. You understand? So whatever you did to have sex with those 30 women, just do it again. Did you pay all these 30 women, or did you have sex without paying?
I was on dating apps, but they banned me on the dating apps. So now I'm struggling because I can't get on the dating apps now.
So you got banned from all the dating apps?
Yeah, and then Tinder, they shadow banned me, so I'm able to use Tinder, but it's like I'm not getting any matches.
And
Same with Bumble, they all shadow ban me.
So all 30 women was from on dating apps?
For the most part.
Damn. See, yeah, you need some coaching, fam. So you gotta learn how to approach women in real life. But yeah, just hit us up on the back end, man, so we could help you out with some coaching, man. All right.
But I do approach, but it's because of my race and my height that they don't give me a chance.
Come on, man.
All right, take it easy, bro, because you came in on a free call, and we're not gonna let you sit on the phone and feel sorry for yourself. Either get some coaching or shut the fuck up, okay? All right, and I say that with love. All right, take it easy, bro. Fucking we're not here for this. I approach, but I told you it's because I'm short, though. You know,
and it's my race, and it's just like, you know what I don't understand about that? Why do guys say that, but then also want help? Because if it's true that it's your race and your height as to why women don't like you, then there's nothing you could do about it. So why don't you just give up? You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, what are we talking about? How can we help you if that's the problem?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, come on, man. But you know what it is? Deep down, they know that's not the problem. They just.
Right. All right. 305, you are on live with the Car and Miles. Name, age, city. How can we help you?
Yeah, this is Alejandro. I'm from Tampa.
Alejandro
age
from
30.
Tampa. Alejandro, Tampa, 30. Where did you send it? Or are you using the free call?
No, the free call. I'm just typing the free call.
Okay, no problem. Go ahead. You said 30, age 30? All right, go ahead.
Yeah, just a quick question to the both of y'all. Mm-hmm. What are your thoughts when it comes to passport bros? As in, like, oh, I can't get women here in this region, but if I fly over to a different country, it's easier. Just want to know what your thoughts are about that.
Yeah, well, the thing is that there is no such thing as it's easier over there. It's just that the trick in price is lower. You see what I'm saying? So meaning that, let's say you have a rich guy who comes to New York and he pays an escort $1,200 to have sex with him, right? That same guy can go to Brazil and pay a chick $30. So they're still tricking, it's just lower over there. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
Right. It's not like the girls in Brazil or overseas like these guys. It's just that these guys, because it's cheaper over there, they can get more bang for the buck. That's it. It's the same thing. Now, if they said, hey, it's cheaper overseas, then absolutely, I agree. But it's not easier overseas, because if it was easier overseas, they wouldn't need to pay. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. No. That's exactly what I was. Yeah. No, that's exactly correct. Because I've seen, you feed through random media and everything where it's like, oh, hey, I went to the Philippines and I got myself someone who's interested in me, but most of the time it's like, oh, he's from America. Usually people from America, America's the rich.
Right.
America is the region which is America has the richest, poorest people in the world compared to other countries. Is that right?
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, that's what they assume. They're like, well, if you're in America, then we're all living in mansions over here. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, that's exactly okay. No, that was basically the question, and the fact that you point out that it goes directly to tricking and not just like picking up women as in like, oh, they're this person's interested in me because of me or whatever. It's like, no, it's this guy is from overseas. He's only here to having a good time, so I'll just take advantage of him. That's pretty much.
Listen, let me ask you a question, though. Why are you wasting a free call asking about other guys? What's up with you, bro?
No. That was just it, though. That was just it. It was just a thought that came into my head.
Why are you pondering other guys and then taking up a free call from somebody who actually have a question about themselves?
Okay, no, I'll just withdraw. No worries. I'll talk to you guys another time. Thanks.
He still didn't even answer the question.
Let's have respect for the free calls, right? Like, we got guys that actually want to. They might be going through something, or they might actually have a real question, right?
Right, exactly.
Leave the free calls for dudes who got real fucking questions, bro.
Right, exactly. Because somebody might not have $5, and then they want to ask a real question about themselves.
Like, let's respect the free calls, bruh.
Right.
Let's respect the free calls, because this ain't like this is why like some of y'all cats don't even realize that y'all don't have no respect for the game because you ain't got no respect for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck you doing pondering other guys. What do you think about Passport Bros? Shut up. Shut up. Because Passport Bros is doing better than you because at least they doing something with themselves. They minding their own fucking business.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Come on, man.
That's a fact. All right, so let me see what some of these other questions are saying. It says, in society with women making as much as men do, if not more, why does Miles say these women have to fight for their survival? They can make it on their own.
What? First of all, I don't know when I ever said the women have to fight for their survival. I said a woman's number one priority is her survival.
Right.
That's what I say.
Mm-hmm.
A woman's number one concern is her survival and the survival of her of the offspring.
Mm-hmm.
And so a woman does what she needs to do to position herself with a man that has access to resource so she can have access to resource. That's what I'd be saying.
Right. And, and on top of that, her survival is not just about finances.
Exactly.
Understand what I'm saying? So sometimes a woman will want a man there just on some protection shit. Like she feels safer in the streets. You know what I'm saying? Knowing she got a man.
We got 224. You're on live with the Car. Miles, name, age, city, and where did you send it, or are you taking a free call?
Oh no, I just sent 10 for a story.
Okay. Can we speak directly into the phone and get off the speakerphone or whatever you want?
Yeah, just give me 1 second.
Yeah, we want to really hear this story. Come on, guys.
All right, so I just want to say, like,
wait. Name, age, city. Let's get it.
Oh yeah, Manuel Jack's 24.
Okay.
Yeah. So I was out at the bar yesterday, and it was kind of like dead or whatever. And so I just sat down and was just like, I guess, enjoying the live music. And so there was this group of 3 chicks, right? And basically, they sat down like pretty close to me, like right next to me. And so I was like, hey, what's up? I wasn't really interested in them, so I was like, all right, whatever.
Mm.
These girls, they afterwards had like 3 different groups of guys, like two mans or whatever you want to call them, that came up to them. Now, the first 2 men, they told them instantly, "Oh, I have a boyfriend. Please, like, leave. Like, we just enjoying a girls' night out."
Okay, they weren't attracted to him. Okay.
Right. And I always thought it was like, okay, maybe girls don't lie because I can't confirm a lie. But
what? Wait. You actually formed the words in your brain to say maybe women don't lie?
Well, just because I can't prove if they're lying or not.
Okay.
Technically.
All right, that's a whole nother conversation.
Right,
Keep going with your story.
Yeah. Anyway, so later that day, the third group of guys came up. The second group of guys, they said the same shit. Anyway, the third group of guys, I guess they were attracted to, and I guess that changed everything because 2 of those girls ended up going home with those guys. They didn't mention nothing about a boyfriend or nothing like that. And yeah, it was just so if if a girl says she has a boyfriend, she's really just be lying.
I mean, sometimes they do got a boyfriend, sometimes they don't. But if a girl says she has a boyfriend, she's not interested. But this is what we've been trying to tell y'all. Women are going to treat guys differently. You see what I'm saying? So that's the thing, is that, any form of resistance is disinterest, right? Because if she's like, oh, we just having a girls' night out and we're, trying to talk amongst ourselves, that means we don't want to talk to you. And that's fine. You just got to understand that that's what that is. You see what I mean? Because the thing is, women are more indirect, which is why as a man, you have to be able to understand that, right? You as a man have to be direct so that when women are trying to be indirect, you are basically guiding the situation to where it needs to be, right? But the problem is that guys take women being indirect as, oh, that's just the shit test. Oh, that's just the challenge I have to overcome, right? No, she's basically telling you what it is, but she's being indirect about it. So if a woman is like, oh, well, I'm not really looking to be in, to date right now. And a guy might say, oh, well, let me try to convince her to date me. No, she's just really saying she don't want to fuck with you. You see what I'm saying? So he's like, oh, let me try to pass her shit test or wear her down or convince her. And then they think they're doing something. You see what I'm saying? So that's why you got to understand that when a woman is giving you resistance, it's because she's not interested in you.
Yeah. I saw that live yesterday for the first time. Like I had never seen it before. So I was just like, oh shit. Okay. Well, I guess just another receipt of what y'all be saying be exactly on point. Cause
I mean, we be right sometimes, you know what I'm saying?
You know what I just kind of, I had an idea of the difference between direct and indirect is because whether you're direct or indirect, you're still seeking a particular scenario or outcome, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the thing with being indirect is that a part of being indirect is that you want to make the other person think that either we came to the conclusion that you desired just because of happenstance or because they thought of it.
Right.
Not because you thought of it. But see, the problem with that is that as a man, that is not showing any real leadership, because if you are trying to convey, let's just say you and the girl end up having sex that night.
Right.
And you are conveying to her that it just kind of happened through happenstance, or it just kind of happened because she wanted it. Right. You set an unfortunate precedent because you're making her she's under the impression that the precedent of sex, meaning the initial rules of engagement for sex between you and her, did not happen or occur because of you, the man.
Right.
So you basically set yourself up for a sexless marriage. If you understand what you basically set yourself up for a woman, feeling like she could tell you when sex can happen and when it can't happen.
Exactly.
Right. Because she remembers that the first time we had sex, it just happened through happenstance, or it happened because she wanted it to happen.
Exactly.
Right. So that's why it's important to be direct, because there should be a part of you that wants a woman to know that, hey, we're fucking because I said so.
Right. Exactly.
So and again, it's not like a lack of consent, meaning we're fucking because I said so and you agreed.
Exactly.
That's the whole thing. But being indirect, it's like you're, oh, it's up in the air. It just happened through magic. And and so she's like, well, magically, I don't feel like it tonight.
Exactly.
You understand? A couple of months down the line, well, magically, I'm not feeling the magic tonight. Right. So you can't get none. Or if you happen to get into a relationship with her, or if you happen to marry her, oh, well, magic, I don't feel the magic tonight, hun. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And then she don't feel the fucking magic for the next 3 months. Then she don't feel the magic for the next 6 months.
Right.
And imagine you going to work, busting your ass, coming home to a woman that don't want to touch you.
Right.
For the next 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
All because you was trying to be indirect when you first met her.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Well, so there are men out there that get sex on command, not demand, but on command.
Mm-hmm.
At any given time. Why? Because they are dealing with a woman that is ready to receive them at all times. Ask me how I know.
Right. Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? Ask me how I know.
Mm-hmm.
Because when it comes to sex and certain things that I believe are important to a relationship and that are important to me in dealing with a woman, I don't like to be indirect.
Exactly.
I like to let her know exactly what the fuck it is.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? Because this is what you guys set your fucking self up for. And then later on, when you're sleeping on the couch, don't come up to me talking about, hey, man, I'm married, man. So, no sex is happening in my house. You know what I'm talking about, right, Miles?
Right.
And that you get the fuck away from me before I fucking spit on you or some shit. I wouldn't do that because I'm not that disrespectful. But that's the level of disrespect that I have for men like that.
Mm-hmm.
You are in a relationship, you're in a marriage where your woman don't touch you, and you coming up to me talking about, hey, Miles, you know how that is, right? You know how it is. No, sir. I don't know how it is. I don't sleep on the couch, and I don't deal with women that don't want me.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? So you guys with all this indirect shit, you PUAs with all this indirect shit. Yeah, you'll again. Don't what they say. Don't mistake a win for progress, or don't mistake motion for progress.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Something like that. Like we told you guys that before. Just because you smash don't mean you winning.
Exactly.
Because a lot of you, this is why I talk about macking on accident.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all niggas get into some pussy, and then the bitch ghosts you, or the chick don't call you back, or whatever. And you call us up talking about, yo, Miles, we was in the bar, and everything was good. We were making out. Then we went back to my place and we had sex, and it was awesome. And her leg was shaking, and I think she came like 3 times. Then I tried to call her the next day to set up another date, and she won't call me back, bro. I think she blocked me and everything.
Right.
What happened? You see what I'm saying? Because sex didn't happen because of you.
Exactly. Bro, I just did a video about that the other day where I was talking about where women throw the pussy at you. I was like, don't take it. The pussy has to always be on your terms, meaning that how the sex happens need to be on your terms at all times. And there were certain dudes like, man, Lucario, that's stupid, bro. What's the difference, man? And, you still getting the pussy, though. You see what I mean? And these guys are not thinking.
Bruh.
Yeah. And just one thing about that, that dude who said like Indian people are unattractive or something like that. Like one of the guys that took one of the girls home was Indian.
Oh shit! You see how real life debunks all the red pill internet jargon? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. The girls were like white, like 21-ish too. It's like so they were the quote unquote baddie, I guess you could call them.
Right. Exactly. Because, real life debunks all the bullshit y'all be hearing out here in these YouTube streets.
I'm not feeling the magic.
Oh, man. So anything else?
To share that story. No, I just wanted to share that story. It was like a real life like confirmation because a lot of stuff y'all say I try to like see it in real life and like see or experience it or see it.
Mm-hmm.
So that was just one of the things where that did happen.
That's what's up. Yes, sir. All right. All right, people. Call the number 844-672-7300. 844-672-7300 is the number. You feel what I'm saying? So, we could get to some of these questions. Says, Car, do you think you can do more of those reaction videos of chicks and interpreting things like TikTok you recently did of that one chick who got good oral? Yeah, I mean, I could do some more of that, but Miles does that shit all the time on his channel too. So, you know what I'm saying? So we, you know what I mean? We could break down that shit, some more of that stuff. Cause I know you guys like to watch those joints.
Shout out to Lucario's biting my style and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. I was stealing Miles' swag. So this says, what's your thoughts on approaching a woman with a kid? Is it awkward or you give her a pass? You didn't give her a pass. I don't understand what that means, but yeah, you just approach her and have a quick conversation and let her know what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? You just got to be, just be efficient about it.
Thanks.
This says, I saw a couple of videos about women calling the cops on dudes just for approaching them. Do you think guys stopping approaching will increase? No. Well, first of all, I need to see that video because I know it's a bunch of bullshit. You feel what I'm saying? And this is what you guys don't understand, right? If you harass a woman, right, then that's the issue. You going up and approaching a woman and talking to her and having a conversation is not an issue, right? If you talk to a girl and she doesn't want to talk to you and then you continue to try to talk to her, that's harassment. You see what I'm saying? So you guys have to know the difference when it comes to this. Because again, a lot of you guys on the internet, y'all just have this, y'all are looking for excuses to be cowards. Saying like, oh, well, I saw this video that, a guy got arrested for approaching a woman, so I'm just not going to approach women anymore. You understand? Or I'm not going to approach women at all because I don't want, it's like, niggas, you're looking for excuses to validate your fear. You understand what I'm saying? This is crazy. So what's your opinion on the PUA guy who will secretly record himself having sex with women and put it online to show his receipts.
Yeah. Next question. Yeah, we don't talk about those type of guys. We don't talk about those guys.
It says, I saw your recent video about when chicks just want the D. Would you say the guy who she was dealing with didn't have game, or he just didn't vet properly because he asked her to do tasks early? So now what I'm saying was that that's the only thing in the video that I disagreed with, where he shouldn't have asked her to do any tasks. You understand? Because in the vetting process, I talk about that. I talk about when to, basically tell a woman to do some tasks for you. And it's way too early when you just start fucking with a chick. Because what happens is a lot of times a woman will take that as you want to be with her seriously. Because when she does the tasks, she's investing more. When a woman invests more, that creates a bond. You understand what I'm saying? Right. And so you don't want a woman bonding to you that quickly to where she feels like it's something more than it is. Because then now what happens is when you just tell her to go home after y'all fucked, she might feel some type of way. And if she feels that type of way, that could cause drama. You understand what I'm saying? So you want to be able to curb all of that type of shit, because when you first dealing with a woman and you keep it simple where you're just hooking up, then okay, y'all are enjoying each other with that aspect. But at the same time, because you're not doing any extra shit, she's not expecting any extra shit. All she's expecting or all she's grateful for is what she's getting. You see what I'm saying? But if you're adding stuff, she's going to think, oh, he must really like me because he asked me to help him with his homework or whatever the fuck. You understand what I'm saying? And then when you just call her over to, give you head and around, so you gotta be careful.
All right. We got 941. You're on live with Akari and Miles. Name, age, city. How can we help?
What's going on, guys? This is
Kobe.
Kobe from Florida.
What's going on?
What's going on?
Kobe sent the 30 piece too, man. We appreciate you, brother. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you so much. Hey, man, shout out to everybody that's sending the heavy support today, man. We appreciate y'all, man. We appreciate y'all, man. For real. All right, Kobe, what's going on? What's up with you? Wait, how old are you again, real quick?
For a great show today, and shout out to Charlie's for every single person that called in today. So
yes.
For everything that you do.
Nice. That's what's up.
Wait, did you give your age? I need your age again, real quick, Kobe, for the record.
33.
33. All right, thank you.
Yes, sir. Yeah. So I was out like approaching chicks the other day, right? And then there was this one chick that I approached, and then she was like, "Oh, I'm kind of like seeing somebody right now, talking to somebody right now, so I don't want to be like disrespectful." So before she even closed her mouth, I was already walking the fuck away from her, bro. It was just so fucking
Talk to my breeze, bitch.
see the reason why I call, right? I'll tell you why. Like a lot of guys are having trouble in the game and they're not getting what they want, right? Because a lot of guys, they don't have a great foundation. They don't have a great base of support. It's like building a house, right? So you have to have a great foundation. Otherwise, your house will end up collapse eventually. So,
right.
So, what are the foundations, Mr. Locario and Miles? The foundations are, it's you understanding, loving, respecting, and admiring yourself. And the other foundation is you have to kind of like unlearn everything society, your mom, your parents, school have taught you. And then the last foundation is you have to kind of build your inner confidence. And then over time, you can start building your house the way that you want to.
Right. That's facts. Exactly.
Is your phone cutting out, or I thought his phone's cutting out?
No, I think you said Kobe, you there?
Yeah. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah, we got you. Go ahead.
So what's your thought on that, Mr. Locario and Miles?
Well, I'll just say real quick. That's exactly what I was talking about earlier with the indirect and direct. Like, you have to, how you start is how you finish.
Right.
And the problem is that guys are too afraid to inject their masculine identity into the design of the experience.
Right.
Because they want to let the girl be so comfortable that she runs everything. But I'm telling you, if you let a woman run shit, it's gonna go to the wayside at some point. Because a woman is ruled by her fucking feelings. That's why you got to rule her to save her from her fucking self. And if you're dealing with a woman that don't want to allow that to happen, then she can't be a part of the kingdom.
Right. That's fact.
Exactly.
Like
right,
that shit that you said when as soon as she started talking some shit you ain't want to hear, like before she even finished her sentence, she's already seeing my back. Like
right.
Or she was my back going the other way, bro. It was just so funny.
Exactly. That's what it's supposed to be.
That's real talk.
Yeah. So I know you guys advocate, for guys to talk to 25 women a day, right? See, no matter what you do, let's say if you don't have a great foundation, right, and then you go and talk to 25 women a day, and then they all reject you. Now what? If your foundation is all shaky, then you're gonna end up saying, "Oh my God, why did they all reject me?" But if you understand love, admire, and respecting yourself, you unlearn everything that society told you, build your inner confidence. Then, if 25 women say no to you, it's just another day in your book. You just walk the fuck away and keep it moving.
Right.
That's a fact. That's real talk. It's real talk. Yeah, man. We appreciate you coming through, man. You know what I'm saying? With that real shit. You feel me?
Kobe be leaning, son. Kobe, appreciate you, brother. Thanks for calling in. Thanks for the support. You have a great weekend, all right?
Thank you guys for taking my call.
All right, man. Take it easy, brother. All right. Who else we got on here? We got 570. Can you hear us?
Hello?
Yeah, 570. Go ahead.
Yeah, this is Charlie.
Hey, Charlie.
I just wanted
you. Yeah. What's going on, man?
Yeah. Not much. I just wanted to call in back real quick because there's something I forgot to mention within that whole story, which is that why I think it's important that you guys need to pay for coaching and all that other stuff, like really actually like invest and whatnot. Is that you guys heard my traumas, right? Or two of them.
Right.
There were other traumas that were worse that I didn't include in that. Not like anything illegal or none of that shit, but family members telling me about, they wish I wasn't born, all sort of shit, right?
Jesus Christ.
So here's the thing.
Wait. What?
You guys are getting the surface level on this thing. And I like watching the show and,
Charlie,
there's nothing wrong with the surface level in itself, right?
Yo.
But if you guys just stay on the surface level, you're headed for a trauma.
Hold on, Charlie. Can you hear Miles?
Situation down the line.
Charlie.
The problems that are there are just going to stay there. They're not going to go anywhere, and they're going to come and find you, and there ain't nothing to be able to do about it because you don't have the knowledge and the know-how to get out of it or circumvent it or be discerning of it. You know what I mean?
Right.
So that's why it's super important to get that coaching and invest in yourself.
Charlie.
Because on the surface level, like a lot of these questions, like the guys are asking, I was like this before, so I'm speaking from experience. Like with a lot of the questions, the guys are basically like, they're asking the universe to give them the answer, but they won't give all of who they are at this right moment right now to get the answer from the Carl Mile. They won't give all they are to invest in themselves to get that coaching and all other stuff,
Right.
So
Charlie,
I just want to say that because that's part of the reason I want to give my all, because it took me a couple years and some traumas to put into coaching.
Right.
But to finally get to that point.
Charlie, can you hear me?
If you don't want to go through that,
Charlie, can you hear me?
Get that coaching because it was worth it for me, so I believe it's worth it for you. And you're deserving of it. Just like I'm deserving of it. But you got to put in that work to get the results. So that's just all I want to say. So
facts. Charlie, can you hear me? It's this goddamn Nextiva shit.
I can't know why, but
he wasn't hearing us at all.
He wasn't hearing us. It's probably something on the back end, but couldn't hear us because he kept going. but Charlie, we're talking, so I don't know if you can hear us. But yeah, we just want to know what's going on with your family because they just kind of wild out here. You know what I'm saying?
Like, how you gonna come to my birthday party just to fucking tell me you wish I wasn't born? Like that don't.
That's crazy.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me now, Charlie?
Yeah, I can hear you. Sorry about this. I don't know
Okay.
what happened there?
No, it's not your fault. This fucking next TV, I need to get your shit together.
Right.
Anyway, but Charlie,
Yeah.
real quick though, bro, like what's up with your family, homie? Like, why would you come to somebody's birthday dinner just to wish they wasn't fucking born? Like that?
Yeah. So they didn't tell me there,
Yeah,
but they
but
told me
still.
like, yeah.
But still, like,
yeah. So I'll basically tell the backstory. It's not like, anything real long. Basically what happened is so my grandfather, my mom's dad, his name is Charles, right? And when he was a year before I was born, basically a couple months before I was born, my mom was pregnant. He had some sort of like mini stroke, and they gave him a pill to like help him out, and they gave him the wrong pill, and he died. Wow. And so I'm named after him. And what happened is when I was 3 months old, I had a heart condition where I basically had an enlarged heart, and it caused me to have an arrhythmia and have a heart attack. And what happened is that I basically died for a couple of minutes, and they resuscitated me back to life. So they basically, in my family, they kind of look at me as like a somewhat miracle child, quote unquote, Okay. I mean, I don't remember any of this shit, but I'm just what I'm saying.
Right.
So they basically have my whole life been like, very high hopes for me. What I found is that they kind of used what they thought was the projection of my grandfather, and they kind of put it on to me in a way. And again, I'm not hating on them. I still love them. I still love them. But I've always felt that growing up, and I used it as an excuse before because I was a bitch ass motherfucker who didn't love myself. But, I had people, because, like, my grandma was like, I can't believe, not on like, on my dad's side, because she's my dad's mom. And my dad's a simp, she's like, I can't fucking believe you, that's disgusting. Like that you basically tell women that you want to have sex with them. They probably think I go up to women and are like, hey girl, you want to fuck? Like some fucking
number one,
loony shit.
I'll tell you this, Charlie, you need to stop having discussions with your family about your dating practices. That's one. But
yeah,
the other thing is that like, is it like, since you are a miracle baby, do they take for granted that you're alive, so they feel like they could just talk to you any fucking way and tell you that they wish you weren't born? It's like, because it sounds like they treat you as if they got a freebie from God, so they could just abuse you and tell you they wish you weren't born.
Yeah, or they feel they project this idea of what they feel like you should be doing.
Should be, yeah. Because since you're a miracle baby, you should be like Jesus or something.
Right. Or you should be doing what they do.
Well, that's definitely part of it. And I felt that, and
listen, you gotta
again,
stop. Charlie, you gotta stop. I know you love him and all that shit, and I know we're one and we're all connected, but that still doesn't mean you have to have certain particular conversations with certain people.
Right, because
no, for sure, 100%.
Also, you guys got to understand this, right? And this is an important part of the game, right? One of the key things about when it comes to this game is it's important to sort of be private and keep certain things away from certain people. Yeah. Right. This is exactly why we don't show quote unquote receipts.
Right.
Because what happens is this, right? This is what happens. What most people don't understand is, like, let's say, for example, like I'm smashing a bunch of bad chicks every day, right? Now, if I go online and I say, hey guys, look at all these hot chicks I'm smashing every day. I smashed her on Tuesday, I smashed this girl on Thursday, and she be sucking my dick and she be doing it. So now what's going to happen is, because I'm talking so much about what's going on in my life, what's going to happen is that's going to attract haters. That's going to, even people, for example, even people in my family. So let's say I have a brother or a sister or whoever. I have a brother who's married and he's upset in his marriage. He's going to look at me and be jealous of what I'm doing. You understand what I'm saying? Or if I'm making a certain amount of money and I'm flashing all my money and I'm talking about how much money I have, somebody who doesn't have as much money as me is going to start hating because I'm not being private. I'm saying all my stuff. So what I'm saying is, when you talk to your family and you're telling your family what you be doing and all that other stuff, they're not in the mindset to be able to even understand what you're saying. And when you say what you say, they're going to do it. They're going to respond based on their perception of what they think is right and wrong. Do you see what I'm saying?
Right. You're in a room of Spanish speaking people speaking English.
Right. Exactly.
Right.
Like, it's not even hate. They're just literally speaking a different language from a different perspective.
Right.
So it doesn't make any sense
100%.
unless you're willing to learn their language or unless they're willing to learn yours, leave the room.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. No, 100%. And, I learned that. And really what it was, and, you guys are 100% correct with this, you know what I mean? I actually, I don't talk about any of that stuff. And because I don't talk about it, they actually sometimes ask about it more. But again, I just kind of, cut it off and laugh it off now. But the whole reason they figured that out, who I was, because I was hiding it, obviously, is because I think, like, there's a girl who grew up in my neighborhood and I ended up smashing her. And I think one of her sisters saw me leaving and they know my parents know her parents. So it got around. And then my dad was like, "Oh, are you dating this chick?" And I was like, trying to avoid the question. I'm like, yeah, we're just doing this and this. And he's like, "But what are you doing?" And I'm like, and I just said it. And then he was like, that's when he went off later, basically, with my mom.
Right.
But, your point, 100%. Like, I keep that shit, on the low. I don't say anything about anything.
Right.
And especially now after I learned that lesson, for obvious reasons. But yeah, so.
Now that's some real talk. Cause I was about to do a video, I think tomorrow or the day after, about that, how dudes who have game keep shit on the low. You understand what I'm saying? Because I'm telling you, it's like you said, that situation happened because your dad thinks a certain way and they can't understand it. Then they're going to bring negative energy towards you based on their own perceptions and all this other stuff. So this is why it's important to know who you can tell things to and who you can share things with and who you can communicate with people about certain things. You understand what I'm saying? This is why there's certain things where, like, I'll tell you this a bunch of times. This is why I'm private and I pick and choose who I tell things to about what I'm actually doing and what's actually happening and even what I'm just thinking. Do you see what I'm saying? So I know I can't even have this conversation with this particular person because they're not ready to receive the information, because all that's going to happen is when I say this, they're going to respond this way. So I don't want that type of energy coming back this way. So I don't even have the conversation or interaction with them. Do you see what I'm saying? And that's a very important lesson that you guys have to understand. So even when, for example, when your girl is like, "Oh, well, why don't you just tell me and be vulnerable and just like, tell me how you're feeling?" No, because I can't tell you this, because now if I tell you this, like the other day, the guy called in, he said he was bored with his girl's pussy or some shit like that. And he told the girl, "I'm bored with your pussy." And I'm like, nigga, you can't tell your girl you're bored with her pussy.
Right.
Because even though that could be the truth, right? You don't need to give her that information. Do you see what I'm saying? Right. Because one, she's not going to take the information as an objective conversation, right? She's going to take it as, "Oh, you don't love me. And that means you hate me. And that means I'm not good enough." And you see what I'm saying? And so people, you know what I'm saying? People are not ready for those conversations because they're not at the level to be able to take in that type of information. So that's why it's best to
So I just want to like put it in the context of the stuff you were talking about earlier about being connected.
Yeah.
Sometimes when we understand the connection that we have with others, we should also understand the perspective of others.
Right.
Right? We understand the vantage point of others. So, like, for example, you're not going to go talk to a 6-year-old about mortgages.
Right. Exactly.
So it's the same thing. Like, your parents are super religious and they're a certain way. So it don't make no sense you're going to talk to your dad or your mom about some bitch you fucked last week or some shit. And I know you said it's not like you went to them, word just kind of got around, but at the same time, you just could have been like, "Oh, well, I'll just kind of keep that private." And if you found out something, you found out, but I'm gonna just keep whatever's going on between me and Stacy down the street, I'm gonna keep that to myself. And because you already know their perspective. Why? Because you are aware of who you are. Being aware of who you are should give you a certain awareness of who other people are. Because when you show yourself, they're going to show you who they are too. And you don't need to see it. You don't need to see it multiple times.
Right. Exactly.
Right.
You understand? If I already know that I can't really talk to my dad about smashing broads and just going out and dating and having a good time, then those are conversations that we won't have. Maybe I'll talk to him about the Bible. Maybe I'll talk to him about, I don't know, maybe if I have questions about marriage or something, I could talk to him about that, or church, or or something like that. And and that'll be more of an effective bonding conversation and situation for you and your dad. You get what I'm saying? So you got to have common sense with this shit. Just because we're connected don't mean we all agree. Exactly. So have respect for yourself, and at the same time have respect for other people's, perspective and the angle that they come at it from.
It's a fact. And also understand, remember, don't fall into the concept of thinking that you are obligated to share.
Yeah.
You understand? Like people, it should be a privilege for a person to be able to have certain conversations with you and have certain insights with you, because what happens is that, and this is what happens when you understand yourself as a leader and you have game. Part of having game is to be able to communicate with people and for you to discern whether or not a person is worthy of having certain conversations and information. You understand? This is why they say that the game is supposed to be is to be sold and not told. This is why they say you got to be worthy of the game, because what happens is some people are not worthy of the game. So if you're not worthy of the game, we're not going to have this conversation. You're not going to get this type of information from me in a particular situation because you are not equipped and worthy to get that information.
And don't, the word worthy, try not to take it as like a hierarchy, and look at it more as like a function of compatibility.
Right.
So it's not
like the action of it.
Yeah, the person is not, to say the person is not worthy of the conversation is not because they're a bad person or because you're better than them, but it's because you're different than them.
Right. And they haven't gotten to the awareness or understanding of themselves to even get to that point to have that conversation.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
That's what it is. You see what I'm saying?
Exactly. Yeah. And that's a great point that you make, Miles, because I actually wrote that on a piece of paper, which is you're all worthy, but again, there's the second step of worthiness, which is the action, because the action shows compatibility, like you said, and therefore you are worthy of receiving the information by paying for it for Lucario, so that you can give your all to receive the all from Lucario Miles. Otherwise, if you weren't paying, then you wouldn't be worthy of it in that sense. So yeah, I totally see
that's something that I had to learn myself, because I was like, the thing is this, is that I realized that sometimes you're going to have to let people be wrong. And what I mean by that is this, is that you could say something to someone that could help them not make a mistake, right? But what happens is that the thing you say to them, they won't even hear the advice. They would just feel they would feel triggered based on the truth you're telling them. So what happens is they're going to respond based on being triggered and still not take the advice. And still do the wrong thing. So what happens is that when you realize this person's not ready for the advice, sometimes you got to just be like, hey, bro, do good luck with whatever you're doing. And then what happens is that when they keep fucking up, they're going to be like, oh shit, I keep fucking up. And then they're going to be like, you know what? Damn, maybe I should do this way. And then when they come to you, they're going to come to you having the conversation, letting you know they're ready for the information.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I'm telling you, you remember the guy that called in the other day that he was like, oh yeah, I remember I called in like 7 years ago or some shit like that. And he was like, I just got out of jail the other day because I was fucking with the girl that you told me I should stop dating.
Oh yeah, I remember that. That was crazy.
Right. So it took 7 years for him to become worthy of the information.
Right.
Damn.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
Crazy. Holy shit.
So that's the thing, and that's why you gotta have such confidence and patience as a person who knows themselves. Because you can literally be saying, like I said before, you could say to a person A, B, C, D. They looking at you like, yeah, but I just heard you say X, Y, Z.
Right. Exactly.
You're like, but But bruh, I promise you, I just said X. I just said A, B, C, D. That's what I promise you, bro. I guarantee you that's what I just said. And then he's like, nah, bruh. I heard you say X, Y, Z. Fuck that.
Right. Because sometimes what happens is you might give somebody some really good advice. And you know what they're gonna hear in their head? This nigga think he better than me. What he talking about? So you're trying to them, but what they're thinking is he think he a smart motherfucker, so he think he better than me. Fuck him.
Yeah.
That's and then so that person ain't worthy of the information.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying? That's what happened. So so Charlie, just be careful about giving people certain information because remember, some people are not there yet. And so what's going to happen is because they're not there yet, they're going to push that energy onto you. And you don't need for them to be pushing the energy. So to conserve your own energy, right? Ask yourself, okay, is this person worthy of having this conversation with? And if you know that they're not, because based on you having an understanding, be like, you know what? I'm just going to smile and say, hey, and just change the subject. Let's talk about something else. You know what I'm saying? Like, or let's go in this direction. You feel what I'm saying? So you got to understand that. All right.
You know what I just realized? Yes, I was going to say this last night. You know what I just realized? That just not even goes. You just made me realize something, which is that even your vetting process, that's not even just for women. That's just for everybody in your life. Well, I just realized that. That's crazy.
Exactly. That's a fact.
That's crazy.
That's a fact.
I'm going to 50 over right now.
That's a fact, man. We appreciate it, man. That's a fact.
Appreciate you, Charlie, man. Thank you, man. Thanks for the support, brother. Thanks for the call.
Yes, sir.
So we got any more time or that's about it?
We right on overtime. We got to answer these questions and shit.
Okay. All right.
So you probably turn the phone lines off.
All right.
Okay, let's get to finish these questions and we're gonna wrap it up. Where was we at with the questions? We were here, I think. You said, would you guys say that not believing in game is weak game? Because I understand what you guys are teaching, but I have little faith in the success happening at times. Well, the thing is this, is that...
Hold on real quick. Shout out to Charlie Kiefer for the 50. All right.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Appreciate it. That's what's up. So the thing is this, right? Is that all you're really saying when you say you don't believe in game, you're just saying you don't believe in yourself.
Right.
Because all game is you understanding yourself, and then having game is having a strategy to get what you want on your terms. So if you don't believe you can get what you want on your terms, you're essentially saying you don't believe in yourself. You see what I'm saying? So the thing is, you said you have little faith in the success happening at times. Who is the common denominator that creates the success? You see what I'm saying? So if you don't have faith in the success happening, then you're just saying you don't have faith in yourself. That's it. You see what I'm saying? It's really that simple. So a lot of times, even when guys be talking about this, I hear, you don't need game and gaming don't exist and game is stupid and all this other stuff. Is that these guys think that they're at the whim of everything else instead of understanding that they're a creator and they create the situations that they're in. This says, if a woman asks me, am I bored with her sexuality? Should I answer honestly? So the thing is this, guys, right?
Don't answer any questions from a woman.
Right. This is the thing. And I love that quote that says, everything you say should be true, but everything that's true should not be said. You understand what I'm saying? And so what happens is this, right? Is that when a woman is asking you, are you bored or whatever, right? She's not looking for you to say, yes, I'm bored. Right. What she's really saying is, I'm feeling insecure right now.
Yes. Could you reassure me? Could you help me to stop feeling insecure?
Right. So let's talk about that. You see what I'm saying? This is why, again, guys, what happens is this, right? Is that a woman will say, I want you to be honest with me. But in order for you to actually be honest with a woman, right, she has to ask an honest question. So if you're not asking an honest question, how could you respond to that question honestly? You see what I'm saying? So I don't want that to go over your head.
Bruh.
You see what I'm saying?
Bruh.
So what we're saying is, you don't lie to women. You just have to understand the question they're actually asking. Do you see what I'm saying? This is how deep the game is. This goes right back to what we were saying about someone being worthy of a conversation. You see what I mean? So this is what I'm saying, where women are very indirect. So when they're being indirect, you have to discern, what is she actually saying? Not what is she saying, well, not the words she's saying, not the sentence or question she's putting together. What is behind what she's saying? Do you see what I mean? And so that's what you're supposed to look at and talk about. You see what I mean? Because the thing is this: if you was like, oh yeah, I'm bored of your sex or whatever, now you're gonna get into a whole. You're gonna form a whole monster of conversations and emotions based on something that the question wasn't even about. You see what I'm saying? Shit is crazy, bruh. Because when a woman tells you, I want you to be honest, that's actually a trick question. Like, or that's like, you understand what I'm saying? Like, what do you mean by that?
That's a trap. It's not even a trick. It's a
trap.
Trap, my nigga. It's a fucking trap.
Oh my goodness. It's hilarious. It says, I know a lot about the game. I learned off Steve and literally can guess what you guys will say next. I still move like Prey, though. How to stop this? It's frustrating. What do you mean you still move like Prey? I don't understand what you're talking about.
He's saying that even though he understand the game, he still make bitch ass actions.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Well, then you don't understand the game, because listen, man.
Don't know accidents happen with motherfuckers that got game.
You know what I'm saying? So the thing is this, man, is that part of the game is always reassessing yourself and checking in with yourself, right? So if you're making mistakes or there's certain things that's going down, it's just constantly reassessing yourself. So it's not about you're not this perfect motherfucker, but what happens is that you're going to always, you don't doubt yourself, you observe yourself. You understand what I'm saying? And when you observe yourself, then you start to notice what you're doing, and then you're able to correct certain things and go in a better direction for you. You feel what I'm saying? So that's the thing right there. So they said last 2 dates had girls making out with me, but ghosting after the fact. Sex couldn't happen because of logistics. What may I be doing wrong? Got me frustrated. Well, maybe what happened was that you were doing way too much. You were spending too much time kissing or getting like, so basically if you're on a date and for whatever reason, the logistics is like, oh, like shit is too far. She got to get up, whatever the fuck the shit is, right? She got to get up in the morning. She got her period. I don't know whatever it is. But anyway, the thing is that if you can't take it to that next step, you should end the shit early. You understand? So let's say y'all kissing a little bit for maybe a minute or two, and then you know that this isn't really going to go anywhere after this. Don't stay there for another 20 minutes kissing.
Right.
What you do is you say, hey, listen, this is real fun, but we got to stop this now, because if we don't stop, you understand, I'm gonna have to take you back to my spot and do this and that, even though we ain't got time for that. But this is what we'll do. Hold that thought. And then we're going to continue this next week. Do you see what I'm saying? So that there's anticipation to make it happen later on down the line. Because what happens is that when you continue to sit there, kiss, doing all that other extra stuff, what you're doing is you are giving her way more attention in that particular moment. But also what happens is that you are saying something about yourself in the situation. Remember, guys, everything you do tells the woman a story. So a woman is like, I want to be with the best motherfucker ever. I want the best guy to fuck me. So would the best guy be making out for 20 minutes knowing that this shit ain't going nowhere? Or would the best guy call it a day and have her wanting more? You see what I'm saying? So you got to understand that your actions also are going to speak. You see what I'm saying? And like they say, actions speak louder than words, right? So you got to understand that. You said there's a video Ms. Lacar made on YouTube titled "The Dangers of Taking People Seriously Changed My Life." Oh yeah, that's on the Lacario Motivation channel. I suggest all you guys check that video out. That video is fire. You know what I'm saying? It says Men simping and tricking hot women are reasons why the women have poor character. Also, their lack of experience dating men they really like are reasons why they have low body counts and whack sex.
Yeah.
Shout out to Efosa. Efosa be peeping shit. Should I hop on dating apps if I don't have proper photos yet?
Yeah.
Yes, you can, because you can still, get a few matches here and there, depending on how much you're using it or making it happen. But what I would also suggest is go to shoplocario.com, get on an online dating consultation with myself in April so that you guys can step up your game. It says, Locario,
real quick. So you can walk, or you can go to Shop Locario and take a direct flight.
That's a fact. So it says, Locario, you said a woman would give you a certain look when you approach to let you know it's on. Can you go into detail what it is for future approaches? Well, the thing is, I can't. Like I said, I can't do it. You have to experience it. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is that it's like growing up in the hood, right? Like I grew up in the hood. So there's certain things that I notice, or I should say this, like even with myself. So since I grew up in the hood, I will naturally check my surroundings. You understand what I'm saying? Just automatically it just happens. You understand what I'm saying? Because of that situation, right? So now what happens is that, let's say, for example, I'm dating a woman who didn't grow up in the hood. She sees me doing that all the time, right? And then let's say she's talking with her girlfriends, and then she's like, hey, have you ever dated a guy who lived in the hood? Or she's like, how do you know you're dating a guy who lived in the hood? She'll be like, oh, you'll know. You'll see how he's
checking his surroundings and shit.
Right? See what I'm saying? But she only knows that through experience dating somebody that grew up in the hood. You feel what I'm saying? So certain vibe, energy, look that you experience. You see what I'm saying? So same thing when you're dealing with women. The more women you go out with and interact with, you're going to see the way that their eyes look at you, the way they smile, the energy, even when they first come in and give you that hug. Like I can tell, listen, just off the hug, you know where the date's going.
Yep.
You got some girls that they hug you like they're like they missed you for their whole life. Oh my, they're all this and
you smell good.
They start rubbing your back a little bit and shit, and they're all smiles in your face, right? Then you got the girls where you meet them, they give you a little pat. Hey, how's it going? I'm good. Yeah, I'm okay. You understand? And then she sit there on the date like you're supposed to be entertaining her. You understand? So you start to recognize these things. You understand what I'm saying? So you gotta go out there and make it happen. So what's the longest Locario Miles dwelt on a woman you wanted really bad?
There's no such thing.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe when I was 16 that happened. I can't even remember how that feels. I don't know.
Yeah, I remember when I was 13, I had a crush on somebody in junior high school.
Right, exactly.
Once I got to high school, it was a wrap.
It says, is it important to put the how to vet women for casual sex vetting process on Bad Boy membership and master the vetting process videos together? I'm planning on checking them all out again. Well, the thing is this, the master the vetting process program is way more detailed than even on the Bad Boy membership. That's why I had to make it, because I had the Bad Boy membership, but then I realized I was like, dudes kept asking more questions. So I was like, okay, I gotta go even deeper. You feel what I'm saying? So this is why I tell you guys to go to shoplocario.com to get master the vetting process program. Because this is the thing, guys. So when I make these programs that you guys purchase, what I do is that I try to break them down as much as I can so that you get, so I think about the questions you're going to ask, and I say, okay, let me circumvent that by letting them know this is what you do if this happens. You feel what I'm saying? And so with this, I break it down so heavy,
right,
that all you got to do is follow the steps and do it. And any other question you have, it will be answered as you're doing it, because you're going to start to realize it, recognize it, and know. So this is why I would tell you guys, there's a portion of understanding this game that you learn through experience, meaning you actually have to be out there doing it. I'm telling you,
But Lucario will tell you exactly how and what to do.
Right, exactly. And then you do those things, you start to see the responses and all that other stuff. You see what I'm saying?
Lucario was like, y'all want me to go deeper? And she was like,
yes, Daddy.
So it says, what's your thoughts on the subjectivity of terms and game? You may say a guy isn't getting the box on his terms because he paid and went to her house. But if he likes to do it that way, what's wrong? So this is the thing. He don't like doing it that way. That's the cope that guys do. There's a thing where in the fetish community where a guy has a fetish of giving a woman money. That's a different thing. But these guys don't have a fetish. These guys are paying and tricking because this is the only way they know how to do it. You see what I'm saying? So it's just like we talked, the other caller talked about passport bros. The only reason passport bros go overseas is because they had a harder time making shit happen here, right? So what happens is if they didn't have the hard time making it happen here, they would be here doing it. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of times when guys are tricking and doing all this other stuff, it's because they call them the pay pigs, right? The reason why these guys have a hard time making shit happen is because, they really want it a certain way, but they can't get it that way. So that's not having game. See, it's not, you don't have game by trying to rationalize and say, well, these are my terms. That's like a nigga saying, well, the girl flaked on me twice, but I still saw her because that's my terms. No, it's not your terms. You got flaked on twice. You was pissed off, angry, and you're thirsty, which is why you're going to see her on this time. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's stop bullshitting each other. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's stop with the bullshit. Let me see. It says, am I able to purchase one-time coaching session? Yes, you can go to MrLucario.com. On the front page, it has a 30-minute game session. So you can hit up that and set up a 30-minute game session. All right. It says, if $1 million worth of game podcast invites Mr. Lucario to do the podcast, would you go or decline because they are not worthy of the game? Now, I will go on there. I'll definitely go on there. Shout out to Gilly and Wallow. I fucks with those guys. Those guys will be doing good shit. I think that's all the questions. Right
all
now.
right.
Yeah. So that is it, guys. It's an excellent show, man. This show is chock full of game.
Chock full of game. Yo, Canelo and Crawford gonna be on Netflix?
Who?
It's a fight coming up.
Or I was like,
Canelo and Crawford gonna be on Netflix. Okay, all right. Cause I thought it was gonna be on pay-per-view, but shit, Netflix is it. Let's get it.
Man, shout out to everybody, man. Again, for the donation. Shout out to Charlie Kiefer, man, for coming through with that game. Shout out to Kobe Lean for coming through with the game. Shout out to PP. Was it PPR?
Yes, PPR. Yes, sir.
Shout out to everybody who sent free calls, man. We appreciate it, man. And let me say this, guys, we do not take this lightly. You understand what I'm saying? Because what we're saying is that the game is so important, is so heavy that we want to give you guys this game. You understand what I'm saying? And we appreciate when you guys see the value in the game, which is why you guys give back to the game. So it's a relationship that goes back and forth that way. That's the balance. You see what I'm saying? So we appreciate you guys tuning in, man. We appreciate all that. And tomorrow you got the Manhood is a Skill Set show.
Sure. Manhood is a Skill Set show, 12 noon. And then of course, Lucario's going live at 5.
Yeah, live at 5. So make sure you guys check that out. And also remember, on Sunday, Real Game No Theory. You feel what I'm saying?
Yep.
And also, guys, remember, you have 3 days left. 3 days left. So today, the 29th, 30th, and 31st, right? So basically, I have like 2.5 days left to get the massive game collection. I'm telling you guys, you do not want to sleep on this. I'm telling you, this is 24 products for one low price. You understand what I'm saying? And what's going to happen is on September 1st at midnight, like as soon as the clock strikes, this is going up. You understand what I'm saying? So make sure that you guys go get this program ASAP. You understand? And also remember, there's a brand new program in here that is nowhere else. So you can only get it at the Massive Game Collection. It's called Approaching Reborn, and you can get it only on the Massive Game Collection. So make sure you guys go get that ASAP right now. You feel what I'm saying?
Thanks.
Get that going. All right. So, anything else you want to say, Miles, before we wrap it up?
Hey, appreciate you guys, man. Y'all have a great weekend. Be safe and check us out over the weekend. Real Game, No Theory. Manhood is a skill set. Lucario going live at 5. We appreciate y'all, man. See y'all over there.
Yes, sir. All right, people, we are out of here. Remember, the truth is inside you. Peace. We gone. We out.
Yo, what's up? It's your boy, Mr. Lucario, the bad boy of the dating game, and I want to introduce you to the massive game collection. This is 24 products that I've done over the past 2 decades, right? That you're going to get for one low price. Check this out.
Now, in the massive game collection, you're going to get my audio and video programs, seminars, and ebooks. These audio and video programs include How to Have Sex with 2 Women a Day audiobook, The Bad Boys Guide to Dating program, Master Approaching Women in 30 Days or Less, The Magnificent 10 Crucial Dating Tips for Men, Man Up, Principles Every Man Should Live By, The Abundance Mindset, How to Date Multiple Women Successfully, The Confidence Booster, Become the Man Women Naturally Desire, The Conversation Booster, Know Exactly What to Say to Spark Attraction, The Secret Woman Code, 7 Things Women Do to Deceive and Play Games, The Simple Way to Talk to Women, What Every Man Should Know About Sex, Dating, and Relationships, and Stop Being Nice and Friendly, How to Escape the Friend Zone for Good. Now, the seminars you're going to get are Expectations versus Reality Seminar, the Bad Boy Seminar, The Truth About the Game Seminar, How to Pick Up and Date Multiple Women Seminar, The Manhood and the Game Seminar, Reclaim the Game Seminar, and Step Up Your Dating Game Audio Seminar. And the ebooks that you're going to get are Looks Don't Matter ebook, How to Have Sex with 2 Women a Day ebook, the Bad Boy ebook, and 60-second game ebook. This collection covers everything you need to know about attracting and maintaining beautiful women in your life. This is what you're going to learn: how to approach women with confidence, overcoming your fear of rejection, mastering conversations and how to flirt, improving your appearance and presence, dating multiple women without drama, staying out the friend zone, understanding female psychology, and much, much more. I've noticed that many men today are either afraid to approach women or have given up entirely, thinking it doesn't work anymore, right? I see a lot of videos on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube of women saying they don't want to be approached, and then they're saying they want to be approached, and guys are confused and guys are frustrated at approaching women. And so what I've done is that I've created a brand new program, right, that is only available on the massive game collection called Approaching Reborn, to motivate you guys to really go out there and approach. So this program, Approaching Reborn, is going to give you 5 easy, proven ways to start approaching women again without fear of constant rejection, right? So inside this program, you're going to learn the mindset shift that makes approaching natural and stress-free, also an approach style that drastically reduces instant rejection, and then 3 powerful ways to approach women in different situations for maximum results, and more insider tips when you check out this program. So not only are you going to get all these other programs, you're going to get this brand new program called Approaching Reborn that's going to teach you how to really go out there, approach, and get the results that you want. How much will you need to invest to get the massive game collection? Now, keep in mind, you're getting 24 products. So if you were to purchase each of these products individually, it will come up to $2,185 if you got all of these combined. But you're not going to have to invest that much today, because from now up until August 31st, 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you can get the massive game collection for the low price of only $9.97. That's it. Only $9.97. So that means you're saving more than $1,000, right? Guys, let's be honest. You've probably spent more this year simping, tricking, going on dates with women who don't like you and waste your time. So now's the time to stop making the same mistakes you've been making and invest in yourself so you can get what you want out of the dating game.
Now remember, you have from now up until August 31st, 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to get on the discount price of $9.97, all right? Because on September 1st, the price is going to go way up. So make sure you click the link below or go straight to shoplocario.com right now to get the massive game collection today.